Okay, good to go. Hello, YouTube. We are back with a new episode of Creators Live, and we have a big guest list today. I may have overdid it, but I think we're gonna work this out. The more the merrier, right, guys?
Be fine.
Yeah, it's fair.
A lot of new faces. Thank you, everyone who joined tonight, especially last minute. Like I literally invited all of you guys last night, and all you guys came. So thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
I hear you now.
I need to use these.
No, you don't.
And no cat.
Now we
Anyway,
can hear you.
yeah. So I have a bunch of questions that I got from our followers, so that we can that I'll go to, and then we have the YouTube chat as well, guys. So everyone watching, please use the chat to ask any more questions you may have, and we'll try to get to them.
Ask if they can hear you.
Yeah,
We can hear.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you guys.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Technical difficulties.
We can hear you fine. We can see you fine. Everything's good to go.
Well, I'm doing it out of the laptop then. It's easier.
All right. So the biggest news this week was, of course, the 25th anniversary updates. A bunch of different things came out this week and even today. But I'm going to show you some stuff. Let me do the screen share. Set that up. And I actually want to check out the trailers real quick. I know a lot of Pokemon content creators were sharing this video. I actually have not seen the whole thing yet.
Because we can only post a minute of it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Pinch it out. Pinch out for bigger view.
Ooh.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
dude.
So
We'll
yeah,
get
that
there.
image is cool. The party image, like it looks
Well,
like
I
it's
know.
not
I wish you could
Yeah.
download that as a background. I guess you could scrape the website.
Just like screen cap it and crop it out.
Yeah. I might try to do that actually.
so 25 years of memory. This is one of the trailers that came out.
The spinning circle of death.
And it was
Weedle.
you know, we might not watch it.
It is surprising that that battle right there isn't the classic battle that they have between Nidorino and Gengar.
Gengar.
It was interesting that they chose a different one because that's always been their like classic one for that shot, the original Game Boy.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
a natural nod to Chunky Pikachu, since it's kind of
Yeah,
hot right now. They wanted to put that in there. Weedle.
and Weedle
people do
fans
like
were,
Weedle.
like losing
I mean,
their
I
mind.
love
I
Weedle.
was gonna say
Yeah, Weedle's
Pokeswerve
pretty cool.
appreciates the Weedle
Weedle's
love.
Mega's
Yep.
cool.
Huge Weedle fan.
Dude, Weedle's the best, man. Number one Pokemon of them all.
Like legit.
Easily.
It's got a mega form, right? So
Yep. He sure
Yeah,
does.
Mega Beedrill's pretty cool.
His mega
Shiny's not bad too. Shiny's that nice like neon green. At least
Yeah,
that's
it's neon
Pokemon Go
green. It
loves a
was
shiny
nice.
Weedle.
yeah.
Did you guys rewatch this a bunch of times to see if there's like any Easter eggs? I feel like there's
I don't know.
a ton of Easter eggs.
I never seen this, so it's my first
I
time.
watched it like 5 times.
I thought it was interesting that they used like a Lego set back there when they don't really they don't have an official license with Lego.
That's
they-
the next
it's the other
announcement
brick toy
coming
that
out.
does
that's
all the-
that's pretty
Pokemon.
interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They do sell a bunch of Lego Pokemon.
But they're
Yeah,
not
not
official
Lego,
Lego,
though.
right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
those are
yeah.
like
They're
Mega
not.
Blocks or something, or what? Or,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
mega constructs. See, I got the Tyranitar one.
Oh God.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they had an official Lego. I wish they would go with Lego for sure.
Yeah.
Did anyone pause? I never paused that and tried to read what the disc said.
Buy more Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Buy more. Buy more, everybody.
It doesn't really say anything on there. I checked it out. It just says like, oh, here's a playlist. This is like the preview tape or whatever, and that's pretty much it.
Figured.
Be right back.
Yeah. First time I watched that commercial though, I did tear up.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
very
It hit me in the
nostalgic for you.
feels.
Nostalgia.
Oh, 100%. I just updated my profile picture on my Facebook to like 25 years ago. I was holding up a War Turtle and some other unknown Pokemon on my front step.
Nice.
Can't really tell it's taken with the Polaroid.
So I was reading this. This was interesting to me. It said the Pokemon Company is also ready to celebrate the many regions of the Pokemon. Wait, let me see. They said it's going to be a year event, like a year celebration. I don't know if you saw that, but for it to like be celebrating the whole year, I don't think that's ever been done before. And what are they going to come out for what's going to keep coming out the whole year? That may have been just like boasting. I don't know.
I thought it was going to be like a new set each month or something for a year covering all
maybe a
starter
new region.
Maybe that's what
For the cards,
It's
definitely.
new region, new region for the cards.
Yep. Yeah, the cards,
Which
you
is
get a
so
different
cool.
pack each month.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's going to be such a chase, dude. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, they're jumbo cards too.
Yeah, I have it pulled up in one of these freaking links. I should have.
It'd be interesting if they released like because they're doing all these like they're supposed to be doing these like music partnerships. So it'd be interesting if they released like different music throughout the year. A song every other
I
month.
get you're
would
saying
be
like
cool.
every month a new artist.
Be cool, even if it was similar artist or same artist.
So yeah,
Once
Katy Perry's the
on
big
a month would be
announcement, but
cool.
you heard there's going to be more than
They're
just
doing
her.
all these, like, yes, they're doing these like music.
Ibeoki.
Oops, someone's got the audio.
Whose playback is that?
Different music throughout the year.
Okay. Yeah, so
Someone's got a nice
these are the
voice there.
jumbo cards. These are like and correct me if I'm wrong. Are these the first ever like each Pokemon that's shown? Is it the first card of theirs ever?
Believe
From the
so.
looks of it.
It looks like it,
Pokemon
yeah.
cards.
I think the first three, for sure, because
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
the first 3 or 4 gens I for sure remember, and after that it's kind of like.
I thought Torchic was like in the middle of the card for their very first card. He's like it's his like the traditional Torchic look, just standing up.
Oh,
on one
you're
leg.
not wrong.
I just think they're at least from one whole set. Like the Gen 2 ones are Neo Genesis, I believe.
Yeah.
And so
They're-
maybe it's not the
Stars
first
there.
appearance, but it's just all of them in one set.
Got you. So yeah, let's talk about the jumbo cards. I was talking with Ryan and Eli like about what we thought about it. Risen, you're saying that how like, and I agree with you. Like right now, how the jumbo cards aren't like the biggest thing right now. It's a weird thing that they're coming out with jumbo cards. Like I did not think they would. I didn't see that there was a big market for them. I didn't think people were really asking
Jumbo
for
cards
them.
are my favorite cards.
Nice.
But and then you're
That's
right.
awesome.
Yes, they are.
Why would
very-
they be?
are
They're
very
massive
Those
cards.
are dope. Those are what I look for.
Nice.
I was at a
would you-
local
do you
card
have a lot
shop,
of
but they
them?
had jumbos for $9. The shiny Raichu, $9 for just a jumbo. It's like, dang.
Got
I
like
got
10
3
of
of
those.
those.
You want one?
I have a stack of them I just sold on eBay. If I knew they were worth something, I would have kept them. I like the Hidden Fates and all sorts of promos and boxes.
Got a jumbo right here.
That's the jumbo.
Oh, geez,
Oh,
Louise.
wow.
That
was
is
ready.
cool.
That's a flex.
Now
Imagine,
that is
like-
cool.
It was very
Just keep
situational.
that
It
there
will never
just in
come up
case
again.
jumbo cards come up.
No, I love
It'll never come
Venusaur.
up again.
Fell asleep to that card.
That's hilarious.
The
I think I've
homie
been
Catch 'em
waiting
all
for the
Cam
starters to
recently
come out.
sent me a stack of jumbos. Homie for
Nice.
sure.
Are you guys gonna be personally trying to go out of your way to get these, or is it like if you see it, you'll get it? You're gonna
I
pick it up,
am.
or you?
Just
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
4
For sure.
gens.
I want to
For
try to do the
sure,
whole
yeah.
collection and grade them and keep them for my personal collection.
I
Oh
love
wow!
the Gen 2 and the Gen 8 for sure. I don't think many people are going to pick up, but I love the Gen 8 starters.
Yeah, I
think
think
they're
only the
great.
ones that I like I'll try to pick up, but
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. The ones I like. Other than that, I probably won't pick them all up. But
yeah.
so
I feel like if I see them, then yeah. But the ones I want, I'm going for.
So is there going to be a Pikachu as well?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
It's-
Actually, the Pikachu's in the binder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, he should have it there.
Have we seen the
He,
artwork
he had
for it?
passed it. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
it's
the
the chunky
original.
Pikachu.
The
Oh, okay.
chunky.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
Isn't it like white?
So
with-
A stamp on the
you
old school.
you only be able to
yellow
get it with
cheek.
the binder.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Well, that's pretty
Yep.
cool then.
There you go.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dope.
this binder was made to hold all the jumbo cards. And are you positive it comes with that Pikachu?
Says it right on top.
Yeah.
There says contains one binder and one oversized Pikachu card.
Oh, it's an oversized.
There you
card.
go.
You know, it's right there.
Point proven.
The honorary starter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I for sure grabbed the binders. I feel like Pikachu's gonna be really good as well.
Yeah.
But the main starters are gonna be like for sure. Everybody's gonna want them.
Right. That's what I'm worried about. So I want the Gen
Those
2s.
are iconic arts, like nostalgia.
Yeah, everyone knows when they see those cards.
Oh yeah.
That's
How do you get
exactly
the
what they
binder?
are.
The binder pre-order, you can get pre-orders, but they go really really fast.
Is the binder going to have the special delivery Pikachu too? Or Charizard?
That ship has sailed.
No, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
that's gone for sure.
I need him.
I saw the
I think
PSA 10
everybody needs
Pikachu
it.
going. The PSA 10 Pikachu delivery Pikachu on eBay right now. The bid's at $9,000.
What is going on
It's
with
Holy
that?
crap.
Is it? That's wild.
It's the
Swirl
swirl market.
Squad.
Yeah, the swirl
That's
market.
ridiculous.
So I'll say this:
Who
there's a recent
cares?
sold for 1,100 today, raw. But
Raw?
I'm
With the
100% sure
swirl,
that
with the swirl,
I have
yeah.
no idea, but I'm 100% sure it was just like a shill thing. Like someone's buying them out. It's obvious. I hate it.
Yeah,
Was it the one with the
pumping
3
them.
spirals?
No.
I feel like it was the one with the 3 spirals. There's one up there that has that.
Yeah, the 1 to 3 spirals is the most expensive one right now.
It was
That's
actually
like $8,000.
Pokedads. Someone bought his for like 1,100 on eBay.
Really?
Mhm.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah, I was looking
Yeah.
for a swirl real hard. Like, is that a swirl? I think I see one.
It's crazy because the swirls are mostly like a Japanese type of thing, and now that you're getting them in English,
It's like the best
people
of the
are
best.
people are really. I guess people are trying to find different ways to market Pokemon to make the price go up more.
Yeah, but we do have to see if if it's at $9,000, you could have just fake bids and the person doesn't pay.
Right.
Yeah.
You mark it up.
Oh,
and then
you gotta
sell
see if it actually sells.
raw ones for more.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that it's really hard to find out if they really did pay it. So like if somebody like you get one person to put a bid like that and it sells, theoretically, everybody else is gonna see that and say, oh, now my Pikachu's worth that much, and then all the prices go up, and that's how we get this floodgates of inflated prices. There's nothing we can do about it.
They can give
Well,
10
it's
grand
done
to a
before it
buddy
even
and then
sells.
artificially inflate
That's how it always happens,
the
though.
market.
Yeah.
It's freaking
Skateboards.
crazy that a swirl makes a card that much more
It's
expensive. by
It's okay. 'Cause I
Thousands
have
of dollars.
two of them, so I'm okay with it.
Swirl.
Yeah, I'm looking at a listing that sold for $14.99.95, and it just says it has a swirl on it. And
Yeah,
it sold
there's-
raw.
I think the most I've seen is 3 swirls, but there's 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen any more than that.
Yeah. But it was like two. It
Ridiculous.
was 2 like sparkly swirls and actual 1 legit swirl.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone collect this like skateboard stuff? I know Pokemon came out with that stuff before.
Allie does. Allie has 1 or 2 of them.
Well, Manny, those skateboards are also a limited release. I believe the first and second
Yeah.
set they only sold 250 of them, so they are wildly valuable because of that, and they look really cool.
Just because of the lack of supply.
Correct.
See, I wouldn't have
So you
guessed
only
that.
need to
If I
find,
had a chance, yeah.
201 people who want them.
I'm gonna try to get one, but I won't
I
pay.
just want to skate it one time
Yeah,
and then
for
I'm
price.
slapping it on my wall.
I think they
man,
go for
I
like
could
I
never
think the older
skate
ones
it.
go for
Some
like
sick
$1,000
grinds.
now.
I'll sit on.
No grind.
Yeah.
I just want to coast on it.
Bro, you don't use that thing once if you get it. You just seal
Yeah,
it,
I'm
lock it
riding
away.
it immediately.
My brother
Exactly.
did.
I'm getting some cranberry juice. I'm
I'll
making some
use it just one
TikToks.
time.
It's happening.
Nah, bro, get a Mike's hard. Slap someone as you're coasting.
There you go.
Honestly, it's like their first dive into what I would consider like fine art. And I wish they would do more of it. I wish they would partnership with artists, like official like fine artists more, and get stuff like this, because this is really, it's not really a skate. Like if they wanted a skateboard that everyone could have, they could easily produce mass produce a skateboard that, for $50 or whatever, that everyone could actually. This is not that kind of thing. This is what I would consider a fine art piece, like that you do hang up. And so it is interesting that they do this. I wish they would do it more, honestly, because I do love the artwork personally. I love how it looks. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a market for people wanting to hang up skateboards on their wall.
It's been going like that
as,
for
art,
years.
as art, as art.
People
wall.
hang skateboards on their wall for sure.
Okay.
Especially if you're like an actual skater and you use your boards and like they snap, they actually place their snap boards on the wall I know I did it.
I'm gonna break this one, put it on the wall. I'll have the only broken one.
One of a kind. Well,
And you
two
can
of a
get it
kind,
graded.
technically.
Can you imagine someone grading that? It comes in this huge plastic case.
That'd be
Like
insane.
the cases they use for booster boxes or whatever. There's just one made for the skateboard. Got like the little PSA thing at the top, PSA 9, because it's just like artwork slightly off center.
Silicone.
All right, so this is the statement from Pokemon. Also planned this year a special anniversary themed Pokemon cartoons, video games, and plenty of product tee-ins with Build-A-Bear Workshop, Mattel, Levi, which is weird, Funko, McDonald's, of course, General Mills. I saw what Pokey done on TikTok today. He had a video where it was like a leaked photo of General Mills with booster packs that are going to come in the cereal boxes, apparently.
Oh, I seen that.
Holy crap.
I didn't
Scalping
see that, but they've
cereal.
been doing that for a
Those cereals
while.
are gonna go out.
I finally found some cereal at my store. I grabbed a couple boxes.
So did I. I got one right here.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah,
not
mine's
bad.
in my closet.
Yeah, it's good. I picked up a box. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one and save one.
Yeah, that's cool. So, I think
I
the
heard they were
Levi's
gross.
is interesting. I haven't seen them partner with a clothing brand. I feel like that's
Right.
actually affordable. I don't know the item that they're gonna make is affordable, but usually the most of the clothing brands I know they've partnered with are like the $3,000 custom button-down T-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Adidas.
Gucci.
Did they
Yeah,
do
that's actually going to be interesting.
Uniqlo?
They really have done Adidas.
Oh, Uniqlo is good. They're pretty cheap.
Oh, nice.
They had a bunch of cards, promo cards in Japan with like the art, like wearing those clothes, and they're kind of slept on. They're really cool.
Can you imagine like a sick jean jacket with just like Pokemon patches and stuff on it,
Yeah.
or just like a
That would
sick
be
like
sick.
jean jacket, Team Rocket? No, I'm
money.
obviously speculating here.
Denim with the
But that would
big
be
bar
sick.
on the back. That'd be
Well,
awesome.
what if it had that logo on there in the back? I could totally see
Oh.
that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think you should have the badges. Each
That'd be
jacket has a
sick.
badge.
Oh,
and
what
it's
if
like
you
the gym
open it
badge.
up
On the
and it had the
inside.
badges?
badges
Yeah,
inside.
right.
Oh, that would be
Cool, yeah.
awesome. I like that. I like that. That would be cool.
Nice
We can do
embroidery.
that.
We should invest in it now.
We should all just do it. Just come up
Oh,
with it
man.
on our own.
Exactly.
We're
It'd
looking
be
for
easy.
investors.
Let's not wait for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
this
there's
live's
no
all
way,
about.
just do it,
We need
yeah.
investors.
I put up the money if somebody makes it.
Bro, I feel like we can easily find someone on TikTok that does sewing.
I mean, I
Oh,
doubt
Would
it.
have to
yeah.
label it as something different.
Team
It'll
Pocket.
be Pokey
Yeah.
jackets, but you just make that box.
Team
Yeah,
Pocket.
because you would have to get licensing through Pokemon just to do that, right?
Yeah, get your crazy
Yeah,
critter.
you gotta be
jackets.
careful with that stuff.
Crazy
Like small
critters.
Etsy creators can get away with it, but if you actually
Yeah.
make a little bit of money, Pokemon will
Right,
find you.
yeah.
They'll
They'll
find
get you. They'll catch them all.
They want theirs.
Yeah. Take all your money.
I don't think their slogan is like letting people go. No, they're gonna catch them all. So
You gotta catch them all.
There's one thing I know about Nintendo is
they'll get you.
play by their rules.
Oh,
Have you guys
yeah.
heard of this game?
Is that true?
Pokemon Pearl and Diamond?
Yeah.
We
that's
classic.
a leak, but a
It's
lot of
rumors.
people are
It's
like they're a
rumors.
credible source from what I've seen.
That game is really good. It's just really slow.
But it all depends on what kind of remake. Is it gonna? I'm assuming it's gonna be the Sword and Shield engine. Like, but they
Oh, that'd
when
be
it kind of still
interesting.
looks like the 3DS one.
Like more open map, like.
I
Are
really
you
hope
guys-
that they capitalize
And
on the open
faster,
world
hopefully.
mechanics.
No images.
Yeah, they need to
though, right?
capitalize on that for sure.
No
That's
images.
like the only good part.
Break
I
it
don't know.
open.
I
Hold
Seeing
on.
it all, yeah.
I'm really. I don't know. I'm just. We've been saying this stuff is coming for so long, and I hope I'm here for it, but I'm also like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I don't know.
Oh, did y'all hear about the Pokemon Snap? Pokemon Snap.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coming out in
Super
April.
excited about that.
dude, that's right around the corner.
Already
I'm
pre-ordered.
excited.
I'm
Oh, there you
excited.
go.
too.
Sorry,
I'm ready for
Sorry,
it.
Manny.
Yeah, there it is.
Yo, play this thing.
Looks
Oh
good.
my god.
I haven't watched
You
this
seen
yet.
it yet?
I haven't
Yo,
watched it
DJ,
yet.
spin
I've
that.
been saying this for years. Can you imagine the new
Spin that
Pokemon we have
Pokesnap.
plus the engine that we have that with the different graphics? It's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, before I play this, let me ask a question, guys. I had a comment last week on one of my videos talking about Pokemon Snap and how he really didn't like he grew up with it and he didn't like it. He's like, you don't do anything on there. It was the worst Pokemon game ever. For me, it was an awesome.
He's not
game.
wrong.
I loved it.
I mean,
hold on. I remember it being a great game just for this fact, because in every Pokemon game, like the regular Game Boy games, it's like Pokemon in the human world, like they're around the city, they're in a bush or somewhere. But with Pokemon Snap, there's no cities, there's no buildings, no houses. You're in their world, their realm, and you see them in the wild. It's just a totally different vibe and feeling to that game, and I always loved it.
It was the first fully immersive Pokemon game. Period.
My mom got it for
Yeah.
me.
All been like top-down type
He
stuff.
has one.
Oh, snap, she brings it out.
Nice.
I got it too on 64. I just don't have a
Got it
64.
for me for Christmas.
Speaking of flexing,
Wait, which came out first, Pokemon Snap or Pokemon Stadium?
Well, I love Pokemon Stadium.
I also have
I think it was Pokemon Snap.
I
think
think
it's
so
Snap,
too.
right?
So yeah, even
Yeah, I think
before
it was
those 3D
Snap
models, this was the first time we could really, see the Pokemon. Right.
But wait, we gotta pull up a trailer for Pokemon Stadium, right? Like that was the best game of all time for a second.
That was the best
The
game.
mini games.
It made you feel like a real trainer.
Stadium came out in '98. Snap came out in '99.
There
Okay,
we
so
go.
Stadium
Oh,
was the
okay.
first.
Stadium, legendary game. I did like Snap though because it felt like I was like in the woods hunting Pokemon.
Yep.
You know, like
like you see
and
natural like habitat.
yeah, they were in there. They were like
Yeah.
their elusive creatures, you know, in their natural habitat. Like there should have been a Nat Geo narrator to that game or something. Like
Who was
Well,
that
not even
professor?
that, it
Was that
was
one of
Morgan
the?
Freeman, Antarctica.
Morgan Freeman.
Parts of the penguin,
Pokemon
man.
Snap.
I felt like it was more innocent
We have a
too.
majestic.
Like
Yeah.
instead of just constantly like grinding and battling, you're just like you're basically chilling, just taking photos of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless,
You're
you're,
a voyeur.
unless you're throwing rocks at them.
That's right. Roger Apples.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless you're throwing rocks at them, like, get the hell up and maybe take me take a picture.
Well, it's just purple powder. I'm sure it's fine.
and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
I thought it was.
you gotta
It'll be
throw-
okay.
Just
You
throw it.
gotta throw Charmeleon in the volcano to
I
make
thought
him
it
go
was
to
so good
Charizard.
though, because
Oh
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
I totally
You
forgot
didn't-
about
no
that.
one remembers that.
Which one?
Heck yeah, dude.
He's Charmander. He'll be fine.
It's interesting
Oh,
that
Bump him in the lava.
on fire? Yeah, you bump
Yeah,
him
in the lava, and he turns into
Boop him in.
Charizard.
it's interesting
That's
that they're
awesome.
using Meganium as the
That
to
looks
sell this.
beautiful.
yeah,
I thought they would have
Yeah.
used a
That looks
legendary
dope.
Pokemon there or a mythical Pokemon.
Oh, pick up Meganium. It's gonna go up.
Be a cooler
Yeah.
game.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
It needs to
Yes.
go up, really.
It's just in.
I think it's underrated, honestly. Yeah.
It needs to be spread out.
all
me it's
all
VR.
Gen 2 is just
Kanto
feels
stuff,
very
Charizard.
underrated.
All the Pokemon need love.
Hey, I have a question about the Diamond and Pearl. I was not in Pokemon when this game came out, but it's beloved. Now that I'm back in the hobby, I see everyone talking about it. Why is this game different from any other game? Why is it liked so much?
It's
I
like
mean,
it's literal peak Pokemon games.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
that?
not
For the
even
main
that.
series, I'd
It's,
say.
it gave me
I was
so
gonna
much more to
say-
do.
I was gonna say I love
Pokemon
I love
gods.
Generation 4, and for me, anyways, I love the fact that with Diamond and Pearl, and I think they kind of did better when they made Platinum. Like Diamond and Pearl kind of was the stepping point to Platinum because I think Platinum's a little better with fleshing out the story and stuff of the game itself. But like all the fact that you get like you get Weavile, you get all those evolutions. So you get Weavile to evolve from Sneasel and Togekiss and Magmortar and Electivire. So like all those Pokemon that had already like I guess in a way, everybody loves what they love, but like Pokemon got evolutions and stuff. And that happened in Gen 2, like, they did Crobat and everything like that. But then like Gen 4, I guess, at least for me anyways, was like when I was like really into Pokemon. So like for me, it was just, it's like, it brought us back. So like, it's like, oh, Magmar gets an evolution and now I want to see how this works out. Or, what is it? Like they had, Dusk Noir and them get like, or Dusclops got Dusk Noir and like stuff like that. And so it was just like they basically expanded on older Pokemon so to bring everybody back in, but then at the same time they had their own Pokemon like, the starters and the Shinx line and all that stuff that like people love to this day too. And I feel like there's just a lot of Pokemon from Gen 4 that in some way people love it just because there's either Pokemon that were exclusive to Gen 4, like they came out with that, or that they got an evolution,
Gotcha.
like Magmortar and so on and so forth.
Yeah, they introduced new ideas and a little something for everyone. I
Yeah.
understand. Cool.
Does
All right.
anybody remember like the beauty contest of it? Remember that? I remember doing
They
that all
kept
the time.
that for like a couple of games
I remember
too.
beauty
Of all the
contest.
mechanics.
That was Gen. They
Yeah,
introduced that
like it
Gen
was
3.
weird. Like it was different. I just like that. And then like how you wasn't that when you got to make your own Pokeballs too?
Yeah, like you had like the little thing where you like threw it out, and when you threw it out, it would
Yeah.
like shoot stars and stuff and like sparkles, and it was
Yeah,
like
that
a
was pretty
ball
cool.
capsule or something is what they
Mhm.
called it.
Yeah, you
So you
stuck
put it
it all
around
in
your
there
ball,
and
and then it would
spun
just
around. Yeah.
yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, they just kept bringing in new ideas, and that's why I liked Diamond and Pearl.
All right.
I know a big thing. Oh, I was just gonna say real quick. I know a big thing for the Gen 4 2 was like Gens 1 through 3. They had the whole like physical special thing, like fire type was special only, and so on and so forth. Dark type was special
Gen
only,
4
and then
really
Gen
fixed
4 split it. Yeah, it fixed all that. And that was a big thing
Better
too. I
mechanics.
remember. So
Okay, so let's start getting to some questions. This one actually is from GPA. Thought of this last night. I thought it was a really good question. He said, after 25 years of Pokemon, what do you wish they have done differently? And I'll go one by one. I'll call you guys out so it's organized. But I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is I wish they would have, with the anime, just have had Ash mature and grow up by now. Like keep the formula they got going because you're getting the new kids and to like Pokemon, but do something separate as well. Make a separate type of movie or something where like a what if he did age and became a Pokemon master or whatever. Things just get a little more serious. I wish they would have done something like that. Maybe one day, maybe not. We'll see. Let's go with Braden. If you have an answer for that, what do you wish Pokemon has would have done this past 25 years? They haven't seen yet.
Well, when it comes to the anime, they should have let Ash win a long time ago. I think we're like due for a new protagonist, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the games, I guess the formula is fine, but they could have changed it up a little bit. Like they added Mega Evolution and then Z moves and then Dynamax and Gigantamax. But I feel like ever since it went 3D, the games get, I don't want to say more boring, but it's kind of what it is. Or I guess more stale. So I wish they would just make it more unique in a way.
I agree. It lost
That's my
something when
take
it
on
went 3D.
Yeah.
What's stale about it, do you think? Could you explain that?
Well, it going 3D itself, a lot of Pokemon in the 3D transitions, they lost a lot of their like what's the word I'm looking for? Like character. Like Typhlosion in its 2D sprite, it's got the fire on its neck, but in 3D it's just standing there. Like just blank and boring.
And it's
soulless.
unfired.
So,
It's just like
yeah.
naked.
It's an animation thing.
Do it big.
That's pretty much my take on it.
Cool. Milocarp.
How's it going? All right. So I do want to chime in on what you mentioned earlier about Ash growing up and all that stuff.
Please.
But there definitely is a series coming up the road where it introduces him and his family. So I think that's going to be pretty dope. It shows his kids. So that's actually really awesome.
Who's making that?
Let's see. I got it pulled up right here. Actually.
Is that a fan made thing?
No.
It's
Yeah,
real.
that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So down the road, let me see here. I don't want to go
This
too
is
much into
Dad,
it because
Mr.
I don't
Mime.
want to take away.
Of course.
His mom did date Giovanni, so that's not too far fetched.
Giovanni?
So let's see. I don't want to go too much into it and take away from the question, but
Maybe
honestly,
we'll come back to it.
Yeah, okay. But I wish they would have done evolutions differently. Honestly, I don't see a whole lot that they could have changed. I mean, we grew up with it; it seemed perfect. But I wish in evolutions they would have included like Venusaur, Blastoise, Scyther, you know, all those other Alakazam stuff like that. That was just left out.
Yeah.
That's really my biggest thing. Maybe they'll come this year. Maybe there'll be like an Evolutions 2, kind of like they did with the Legendary collections. How it was like a best of set. And they'll have the other arts of Pokemon in that. That's really what I want to see.
Thank you. Titanic.
So I almost want to springboard off. I think that Evolutions 2, I know I'm springboarding a little, because, and someone can correct me, the new jumbo cards, let's just say for the Gen 2 or Gen 3, are the first reprints or any kind of different promo or rework of. There may have been some reworks of those artworks, so could be hinting at something for that. But I think going back to what I think Braden was saying, just about like innovation, I think they have missed out in the last like 3 generations for really taking a risk, or for games specifically, really making a big risk, or going for all the 20 years of modern gaming that's changed the feel about open world, and other, like the last 7 years have been all open world games. It doesn't need to be that specifically, but they just change, they tweak a little thing, and they make the graphics slightly better, but not to the full potential. And I don't have the perfect idea, but I think they need to take a risk and go big with something, just because they're clearly rolling and doing amazing, especially with everything that's going on in Pokemon. But I do think there is that kind of next step that's needed. So we'll see after Diamond and Pearl remakes or something after that. But I think they need to do something even bigger, is what I would say.
Keep saying this, Pokemon VR. I want to be in the world, virtual reality. That will take it to the next level.
Honestly.
I will love that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. It's AR.
It's not Pokemon Go at all. You are not in that world. You're looking at your phone. I want to be immersed.
The world is your world.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
All right, Risen. Why don't you take the floor now? After 25 years of Pokemon, what do you wish they have done differently?
All right, anime. Charizard shouldn't have been moody, and then in the new stuff, I wish they would catch and train Pokemon more. I think they get caught up in like just random drama of things, and like Ash literally never catches a Pokemon. They always just like become friends, which is fine for some things, but like catch Pokemon, that's one of the main things in the whole like world. Catch the Pokemon, train the Pokemon. They don't do that enough, in my opinion, in the anime. As far as video games go, Pokemon Go has obviously been, one of the most, I would say the most successful video game that they've had, as far as how many people it's reached and how many new people it's brought in. I'm not saying that, you need to love that game or you need to like rate it as the best game in the world, but it has brought so many people, like so many eyes to the game. So like mobile gaming, that obviously means mobile gaming is a huge thing. So do more with mobile gaming, do more with Pokemon Go, do more with AR gaming. Like I just think it's just so untapped, and we're just like just the tip of the iceberg, as they would say. There's so much more you could do there in mobile gaming and with Pokemon Go or other games. Doesn't have to be Pokemon Go specific. So those are some of my major ones that, is that I think they're doing really well with the TCG. I'm really glad and happy that they introduced shiny Pokemon into the TCG more. I'm glad that's becoming a more normal thing, and just would love to see that, because I think those are the true chases of the Pokemon world, is shiny Pokemon. Rainbow Pokemon and gold and stuff like that, that's cool, but shiny Pokemon are the true chase. So like I just want to see more shiny Pokemon.
Why do you think that is?
Since Gen 2.
Why do I
video
think
game.
what is?
Like shiny Pokemon are the chase. Like why do you think that?
Sure. I mean, because in every other version of Pokemon, it's shiny Pokemon are the rarest thing. Even in the anime, shiny Pokemon exist. They're the rarest thing. In the video games, shiny Pokemon are the rarest thing. And so like that's the true chase, right? Is that how do I get a shiny Pokemon? And so I'm so glad that they introduced that into the TCG.
Cool, thank you. Mendocat, do you have something that you wish Pokemon has changed or they haven't done yet? Do you want to see something?
I wish that in the like newer sets, like I kind of stopped after Emerald, and then like I picked it back up again, Pokemon Go, and then recently the last couple years picking up like the cards. But I wish that they didn't make Pokemon like Trubbish and like, like inanimate objects. I
Leave
understand.
Trubbish alone.
It has a purpose,
That's
you know?
We
exactly
made him
what I
as
was
a
gonna say.
society, and now we have to love him because we created him.
Is that his
hate.
story? Is that his
That's
background?
Heart,
No, yeah.
but, like, could have
No, I
made
get
any
that for sure.
kind of cool little anime, like animal,
You're
like
okay, little lady.
robot guy, something. But yeah,
I know it's jarring if you're coming back to the Pokemon hobby, and you're like, "What is this?
yeah. Like, why
Who
isn't there
thought
like
of this?"
a jingle of keys? Like,
Yes.
I don't understand.
But,
There should
but
be-
in Generation 1, there was a ball and a magnet.
Here it comes. Here
can't have a
comes.
key
Here comes.
Exactly.
That's what everybody says.
New
trash
guys.
Agree.
Who could
Yeah,
forget
that's
about
so
Seal,
cute, though.
the
He's
Seal Pokemon?
What's a Ditto?
Ditto's
What's a
everywhere.
Ditto?
I don't know.
No, I get that for sure. There's a lot of people who I think that's a common. I agree. Yeah, it's hard to figure it because they don't explain it too well. Like I'm cool with the ghost ones because it makes sense that like a ghost is essentially like taking over this item or whatever. But then you get the normal ones. It's just like this thing became alive. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
weird.
a sword, like
Yeah, the sword, sword and shield's funny. No, I get that for sure.
TJ,
Slash.
What's up?
buddy.
Okay. Talking about the games, I think there's two main times in the past 25 years they dropped the ball. Number one, I'll give them a pass because we just got this trailer, but no Pokemon Snap for the Wii U. You had the gamepad that operated independently from the TV, and there was no Pokemon, and that just seemed like huge missed opportunity, but we're getting it on the Switch. We'll see if they use the gyro mechanics. I just want to be able to look around and like catch the Pokemon.
That would be cool.
There goes some
Yeah,
kids
that would
getting
be
run
pretty
over.
cool.
I imagine you will. I imagine.
And then the other time they really dropped the ball was Generation 8, Sword and Shield. So they made the jump from portable platforms to the Switch, which is more of a console, hybrid. But it was really obvious that they reused a lot of the assets, the character models, the overall aesthetic, even the sound effects from the handheld games. And if we're going full console, I want to feel that jump. I want to feel that leap. And you see like some of the trees in the overworld are just obviously old assets. The avatars can use a big update. And then they had on top of all that, the limited Pokedex, which I would forgive because that gives them more time to work on the other Pokemon. But even the battle animations were pretty subpar. At first, the Pokemon couldn't follow you, even though they had the walking animations and the camp zones. And then like the last 4 gyms, they just like phoned it in where you just like walk through a hallway, battle someone, walk through a hallway. So it became like super obvious that it was rushed towards the end because they had to meet that holiday spot. They had to meet that September release. So Nintendo puts the thing on Game Freak, but come on, Pokemon, you're like the number 1 top grossing company. Like take some time, make some quality. And I like the game. That's the worst part is I like the game. I like the overworld. I spent probably 100 hours on it, but that's why it's so frustrating because I want a true, next gen Pokemon experience. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I may have thought about this before.
Maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
That was a very thoughtful answer.
Yeah, you elaborated.
Pokeswerve,
Yo,
what's up? You have
What's up, man?
do you have a thing
Yeah,
that you wish Pokemon has changed?
2 things. It's the same thing what TJ just said about Pokemon Sword and Shield. They had so much potential, like a lot. And as you can see, compared to Pokemon Snap that's coming out, those graphics could have been in Sword and Shield. That's one thing that I didn't like. And then the other thing is that they should continue Pokemon Origins. Like
Yes.
I agree.
I feel
That would be
like
cool.
I feel like
Yeah.
that was rushed too. Like I feel like they rushed it way too much. It had so much potential to be like one of the greatest. So if they were to like maybe continue it with the with the different region and all that stuff, then perfect. But yeah, that's it. I only had 2 things.
No, you're right about that. Origins was like when I'm asking for an Ash to grow up, like the Origins was definitely more mature and
Yeah.
something I could enjoy. So like, yeah, why don't they do some more stuff like that? Come on, Pokemon. I feel like we have more complaints
out
as an
there.
adult. Like as a
We're all
kid,
old now.
as a
For
kid, like
real,
we
yeah,
we
exactly.
didn't have any complaints. It was all cool. But now as adults, like do this, do that. It's better.
Exactly. We're demanding.
GPA,
Our
your
game.
turn, sir.
Oh god, here we go.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Those
gonna-
old cards.
Like,
I gotta hear it.
I just wish Gen 5 would get more love. That's all.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's good.
And yeah, that's it.
Which starters were Gen 5?
Snivy, Tepig,
Tep, yeah,
Oshawott.
all three
I
of those
think.
guys.
Why doesn't it get a lot of love?
I think that was the gen that gave us like Trubbish, Vanilla.
It was.
lot
It
of-
was. It was the gen that gave
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
It is.
so and so inanimate objects. It was probably what everyone says the most trash.
But all
of
the
all of
Pokemon
them,
were
and
new.
then it
I think Gen
came-
5 is awesome.
And then it came out after Gen 4, so people compared it to that. But like, and then Black and White 2 came out, and they were like, "Oh, what the heck is this?" And yeah, and the anime was like, the English anime was
Okay, and it was bad.
not the best either. So,
It
but
was
I mean,
bad.
like, if anyone replays it now, like, you'll see why it's really good. Like, it's like the last of the 3 good games: the Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. And then they switched to 3D, and then that's when it started going like
That's when it
downhill.
happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, I
much
did a whole
it.
video on that. I 100% agree. I missed the sprites.
Yeah, the
I
sprites
think
are
Gen 5 is
definitely.
easily like top 3 best generations of Pokemon.
Snivy gets a lot of love in Pokemon Masters if you've ever played it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I
Pokemon
enjoy about
Masters
the
is a lot
game
of fun.
is just that Snivy gets a ton of love in that game. It's a really good sync pair to use.
Why does Gen 5 have so many monkeys?
They did like an evolution thing with monkeys. It didn't go great. Some people like them. The Panseer and
Saying like if
Panseer.
you haven't played Gen 5 like on a legit DS, like
Yeah.
you're just missing out. That's
I
pretty
feel
much
like I'm missing.
Yeah, I skip catching those.
But it wasn't like
story's really good.
evolutions because the monkeys, they all look the same. They're just different colors. At least evolution, they changed form.
True.
I just had a
Pansage
random
stinks.
thought. What if for the 25th anniversary we get ports to the Switch of some of the best generation like core games?
I would be
I mean,
so
we
upset. I
will.
spent so much money buying every game. I would be so upset if they did that.
I mean, I don't think there's no way we don't get like red and blue.
Yeah, they did
I
that
think
on
it's a
Wii
huge miss
U.
if they don't give us red and blue on the Switch, essentially, as a some kind of port, not a
I
remake.
love
or
Fire Red and
whatever.
Leaf Green. That'd be a little bit different, but I think would still be good.
Totally. I think they would go with red and blue just because it's the classic version
capitalize
of
on
it.
the
But
nostalgia. Yeah.
obviously, I have no idea. But I think they're really missing out on some money if they're not going to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you not download them though on the Switch? Can't you just?
No.
They're on 3DS, but they're not on the Switch.
Yeah, it's on 3DS.
Yeah, the virtual
They have
console
Gen
on
1 and
3DS,
Gen
you can
2
get them,
on
but
3DS.
Can you get all of them?
They
Or
have
just the
Gen
classic
1 and
ones?
Gen 2. So red, blue, yellow, and then gold, silver, crystal on 3DS on Switch.
Okay. There's still a lot they can do.
Oh, what if each month? Oh, this is a crazy. Here we go. Put my foil hat on. What if each month, with the pack or whatever, they gave us that game? On the Switch, the like original
Yo,
version.
that would be sick.
on
now
the
you're
Switch.
just hyping us up for no reason.
I know it's not gonna happen. Get excited.
Get hype
But if it
moments.
does
The
happen,
prediction videos are the best though.
I called it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you called it exactly. If it happens, you called it.
That'd be sick though.
It would.
I think it would be dope if they made it like how on the Switch, you know how you can download the NES, all the games in like a pack, but have like the classic pack with like blue, red, and like yellow. Something like
Okay, now it's Game Boy.
Yeah.
Online or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cartridge or whatever. That'd be sick.
Ken.
Are we still on the same question of
Yeah,
what
sorry. I
would
was
be
looking at
different?
the YouTube chat. Yeah. So what do you think Pokemon has dropped the ball on? What do you wish they've done differently?
Honestly, to kind of hit what GPA was saying about Gen 5 needing more love, I feel like the mechanic of like, and like Titanic was saying, like taking a risk. I feel like they should have capitalized more on the fact that like Black and White 2 had that challenge mode or whatever, and they had the easy mode. I feel like difficulty would be just put difficulty in easy, normal, hard. It doesn't have to be anything worse than that, and just have it to where like, or I mean, you could do stuff like extreme too, but it doesn't have to be that bad. But like, you could have it to where Like you can play any game. So that way I feel like it would be able to hit the adult market for us and then still hit the kids, and even the littler kids that might not be able to grasp it at a normal level, they can grasp it at an easy level. It would be like hand holding almost. Kind of like, because I know like Let's Go kind of has that aspect where it feels hand holdy. Like you're like, oh, go do this and then go do this. So I feel like it would work like that. And then the hard aspect would be like you're going up against Cynthia from Platinum or whatever, like that level of like, or Red on Mount Silver, like every time.
Roll
Exactly. So
out.
like it would just, yeah, exactly. Whitney's Milk Tank, like it would be that level. So it would just be like,
oh, not
every-
Whitney. Jesus.
yeah.
That brings up bad memories. That rollout.
But you know what I
Real
mean,
bad
like
memories.
like it would be at that level. So like then us as adults can play it and actually not just enjoy that gameplay aspect. Like TJ was saying, like even though we love the game, there's stuff that's missing. And I feel like if Sword and Shield had a difficulty option, it would have been kind of cool to be like, okay, you're still there, even though everything's kind of phoned in. It would have been cool because everything would have been a little harder. As for like
Hop
me
isn't completely
playing.
incompetent.
Oh God.
Oh, are we hating on Hop?
He's an idiot.
Just a little bit.
But like, and that's another thing too. I feel like that's another thing that Pokemon's dropped the ball on. What TJ said is like the rivals. Like, I mean, Gen 2, I'm playing through Crystal on my SP right now. And Gen 2, like the rival, the fact that he just like pops out of nowhere, he doesn't give a crap. He's just like, I'm going to throw these Pokemon at you and you're going to die, essentially. And then like now it's like, oh, let's have a friendly competition to see who can win. And it's like, I understand it's supposed
what
to be
about,
geared towards kids, but
What about Beat and Sword and Shield? He was kind of like Silver in a way.
yeah, I guess I could see that. And that's where I would feel like if they had a difficulty option, like Bead could be your rival instead of Hop, because Hop is just like there. I feel like that's basically what it is. Is Hop is just there.
I'll say they definitely hyped up Leon to be this crazy unbeatable champion, but that didn't seem like that during the battle.
Instead of like a Lance 2.0 with the
Little too
cape,
easy.
and like they were trying too hard with the crown and the cape.
They really
and the
were.
socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little too much.
Down and the game.
I mean, I think he was a baller, but you know.
I think he's a cool character, but I don't think the battle was hard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't like his
For
facial
him being
hair.
the unchampion.
He had some drip on him. I'll give him that.
Is any battle really that hard in Pokemon?
Beat the whole game without losing.
I
Hey,
got
what
bodied
about-
by Misty in Pokemon Yellow like several times.
I mean, sure, we've all had missteps.
I
but-
lost the first.
Ultra Necrozma and
Steps.
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
I don't think the hardest Pokemon game.
Man, you guys are hardcore gamers, man. I gotta buy myself a Switch. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, mine was
Join the
Miltank.
Switch
That
Club, baby.
rollout.
always
I'm
in arms.
missing out.
Racer in the Switch.
Eli, after 25 years of Pokemon, what do you think they should have done different, man?
Never started. Not just playing. Ruins lives.
Become
money.
Digimon.
Yeah. No, they should have teamed up with Digimon and did a cross platform. That would have been awesome. Anyways,
Oh.
I
Hell
think out of everybody here, I have the least experience possible. So anything I say, take with a grain of salt because I'm probably stupid and don't know what I'm talking about. But
Let's
I
see
do
it, man.
not like Jesse and James Team Rocket in like every series that I was watching. That it made me kind of stop watching the anime, which GPA and Whelms are getting me back into the anime. So my favorite anime, I don't know what it was, but is with Alan, and so there was kind of no Ash. So I like watching a different main character. So I don't know if they have another season like that. If they do, let me know. I would like to watch it because I got tired of Ash, and then I got tired of Jesse and James blasting off again at the end of every fucking episode. Like,
In the
oh
beginning,
my
it was
God.
like every episode.
Every
so
time.
I
was-
hear
Yeah, it
it.
really
exhausting.
was.
It was
And I-
almost like every
Yeah,
couple
it kinda got
episodes.
And I try to go watch the the original, the first gen, and I cannot get to like 2 episodes. But I'm just like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Put it on as background noise. That's
Yeah.
all.
And then I agree with her. Like I said, I recently just got back in, probably around Hidden Fates, got back out, and then Sword and Shield. So when I got back in, I'm looking at a stupid teapot. I'm looking at some keys and
Yeah.
all this stupid Pokemon that I just do not like. I'm sorry. I see Wilson looking at me with a sad face. I am sorry.
You
but
know it's a
that is-
Pokemon stream, right, man?
That is, yeah.
My
So,
favorite ghost type is Poltergeist.
yeah.
Oh no!
No,
Why?
No.
Ouch!
Did you sip the
Shots
tea?
fired.
Do you know Gengar exists?
I love Gengar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gengar.
Gengar's cool.
That's,
Hands
that's
down.
just me. And then with Ken, I am an adult. I have a full brain capacity, but when it comes to this stupid game, I watch a YouTuber and I see what he does, and then I do the story because I cannot figure the damn thing out. So I stay in the cave and I catch shinies with the guys here because I cannot finish the damn game. So
That's great.
I would love a kid version that would tell me what the hell to do.
You gotta get this. You gotta get that strat guide.
Complete opposite.
It does
Complete
already
opposite.
though.
Yeah.
Back in the
not
back in the
enough.
day for Ruby, I had to buy the booklet from Target, the manual for
Yeah,
step
the
by
yeah.
step,
Nintendo Power.
level by
Oh,
level,
that's
map by
awesome.
map, where I had to
Yeah.
go because I couldn't figure it out either.
It's crazy because before I used to love story games. Like I used to play a lot of story games and I would figure things out. I don't know if I'm stupider as I grow up, but I just cannot figure things out anymore. So that's just me. So I'll be here, guys.
Scott, you're up, sir.
All right. I think the first thing I would have liked them to change was different starter Pokemon types.
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
It was so repetitive with red, or not red, with fire, water, and grass.
Yeah.
Never
And
thought
they
of
go
that.
get, like,
And
a
that kind of
ghost type.
yeah, it killed it for me because I was like so into it for the first 4 gens, and then they just kept coming back out with the same type starters. I was like, give me a sidekick starter, give me like or like I know we had Pikachu, but after that we had no one else for an electric starter, or like more ghost types, actual like legit ghost types like Gengar.
Yeah.
You don't really have a lot of that besides it being like a type issue where it's like is it Giratina where it's a ghost and dragon? I'm not sure.
Oh, Giratina.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
ghost
that's
and or like dragon type,
legendary,
like
but yeah.
like a solid ghost type.
Do you mind if I
Or
chime in on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they did that because again, the game is originally designed for kids, and it teaches you the basics of weakness. So of course, weakness of water, fire, and grass.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like a
rock,
small
paper,
introduction.
scissors.
And if you were to do that with like Dark and Bug, you're like, oh, well, what is this weak to? And then you have to like by off chance hit it with an ice move or something.
There's another combination that works is fighting beats dark, dark beats psychic, psychic beats fighting. That's another combination they could do. We did that with X and Y because Greninja was water dark, Delphox was fire psychic, Chestnut was grass fighting, but they were still fire, water, grass.
Yeah, I do think it is interesting that they didn't in remakes, like so for Yellow, like you mentioned Pikachu, they didn't try something slightly different because I do think Yellow was successful, not only just because people like Pikachu, or that's their like poster Pokemon, but it is interesting that they didn't try doing that in other remakes. At least, totally understand the first version having it, but yeah, I think it could have been and still could be a cool option to get some kind of other Pokemon or a choice of Pokemon that isn't the original ones when you're going back to a region or a game.
Yeah. And then I had another one was like, I know I talked to a lot of creators about like Eevee having like an evolution for like a ghost type. And I've seen people like redraw it and make art on it, but like an actual ghost type Eevee. And I think that would be pretty cool if they actually brought that out because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just a big fan of like I'm a fire guy, so I'm a Charizard guy, but if that wasn't the case and my wife being a ghost type and Gengar, I would probably lean to a Gengar as well, or ghost in general.
Agree.
And
It has to be coming, right, though?
Yeah,
Because like Eevee's so
should've-
popular. The evolutions are crazy popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
It
just
has
feel
to
like
be
they should have
coming, right?
capitalized on that. Like when you talk about like Lavender Town, and there's like a whole story for that. Like for Lavender Town, and you gotta like go up the tower and fight ghost Pokemon. I feel like they need more of that.
How about
I
just
mean,
a whole
even-
ghost game?
That'd be cool.
Whole ghost game.
The whole ghost game.
I was gonna say too, to build off of that real quick, just say about the whole evolutions thing. I feel like that's another thing that Pokemon dropped the ball on, is because Gen 2 brought us Umbreon and Espeon, Gen 4 brought us Leafeon and Glaceon, Gen 6 brought us Sylveon, and they didn't bring us anything for Gen 8 in Sword and Shield. But that doesn't mean that maybe the remakes will bring something. But at the same time, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. They could have done something.
with armor.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Agree.
So cool.
I agree,
everyone
especially
wants more
because
EVs.
people love all the ones they've made. I think it'd be different if, say, the evolutions past the original ones people didn't like. But I think every time they make a new one, it's somebody's new favorite.
It just
one.
like soars in popularity.
Doesn't really make sense not to.
Sylveon's still the most popular. Like, and whenever there's like a bunch of different EV10s online, the Sylveon's always the first one gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're all very
Umbreon.
popular. Yeah.
Target Black Friday, Sylveon gone.
I figured it'd be Umbreon or something.
Yeah, Umbreon for sure.
Price wise, you can't touch them.
Well, I think a lot of the Sylveon fans haven't grown up to get adult money yet, so I think like in the future it's going to continue to grow. Because like you said, we're like Gen 1, Gen 2 for the most part, but then when Gen 4, we see Glaceon, Leafeon start to get popular, but then Gen 6, so another 5-8 years.
Oh, Sylveon's great for sure.
What's everybody's starting gen? Like, where did everybody start at? That'd be cool.
One.
One.
Everybody won? Everybody
Gen 1.
I
Damn,
played one on my
young.
friend's Game Boy, but my first game was Gen 2, so that's when I really sunk in the hours.
Yeah. I was gonna say mine was Crystal, then I went back and played Yellow, and then I played Silver, then I played Red, and then from there on out I went in order.
All right, we
Mine
got
was
like 3
Platinum
people
and
left. We can
Sinnoh.
finish this question.
Sapphire was my favorite.
Two more. Pokestokey.
What's up? How's it going, you guys? Dude, it's crazy that it's me now because I was the whole time I've been like, who's gonna talk about like the legendary trios, you know? And I just like I wish that they would dive more into the lore behind like all of the legendary birds.
That's a beautiful point.
Yeah,
like
it's
all
real
of
good
the
point.
cats and dogs, you know, like why have we
Ho-Oh,
not dove
too.
in more into that? Yeah.
I want to know more
Yeah.
about all of them. Absolutely.
Best bird. Yeah.
I thought they were going to with the new forms of them in Gen 8.
There's new forms.
What do you mean?
They let
Like
go.
a Galarian-
Legendary birds, new forms.
Galarian,
Gen 8.
Zapdos and
Oh, the
stuff.
Galarian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Are
all
there
have new
like
forms.
birds Are the birds evolving now?
No,
they got regional
it's just a new
variants.
form.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's Zapdos, but
How does that work? They didn't morph into that form, right? They're just separate Pokemon.
separate
Those are-
Pokemon.
Dark type.
So how is there more than one Zapdos? I thought
It's
there
from
was
the
just like
Galar
one
region. So
Zapdos. One
them being in
Moltres,
Galar
one
gives them
Galarian.
different forms.
It's a big planet.
It's just
Regional.
regional, yeah. It's kind of like an Alolan Golem, and then you have the regular Golem. You know.
No, I know. I thought there was just one of a legendary Pokemon though. That's what I'm saying. Like there's one Ho-Oh, there's one Lugia, except for the
Now
kid.
there's
Right,
two.
there's some lore there. There's like missing
Now
like
there's
what
two.
happened.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 of them, but one of them's different. Just because.
Is there equal
Because
Grew up
it'll
in a
sell.
different
It's
region.
when they
I don't know.
migrate, they change colors. When
Yeah, they
migrate.
fly there and they become different forms and
Yeah.
types or whatever.
Because they start
Yeah.
eating different fruit and stuff.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
very
pink
It's the
Pokemon.
fruits.
Pink Pokemon. I would like to go back to that.
Crystal
I like
Pokemon.
Ooh, yes.
Crystal
Right.
Steelix.
Yeah, Crystal for sure.
Yeah.
You see what I mean, though? That, like, everybody gets stoked when we start talking about all that stuff. Like, why are we not doing more with that? I
we
think
can
it's a
just
huge
do
missed
our own
opportunity.
fan art and make it up
Lore.
ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
And the other thing is just like, well, I think that there should totally be ghost EVs and like the ghost evolutions. I really like that conversation. But as far as video, like I loved the video games when I was a kid, and I just think like I also loved open world stuff and like massive multiplayer games and like MMORPGs, you know, and like I just think that there's a huge missed opportunity. Like I got to go back to it because we haven't seen any type of like RPG or like MOBA or anything come out of Pokemon in the past.
MOBA's
25
coming.
years.
The
Yeah,
MOBA's
is it coming?
coming.
Pokemon
Oh,
Unite.
yeah.
Pokemon
Pokemon
Unite. We're all
Unite.
playing. We're starting a
Unite.
team.
It's coming this year.
Pokemon Unite.
Yeah.
I call support.
I'm
Gotta play.
crossing my fingers. It's good. It looks
what is,
good.
What is that? What's MOBA? What are you talking about?
Multiplayer online battle arena, like League of
Yes.
Legends, Dota
Like
2.
WoW?
Oh wow.
Yeah, massive online.
It's
Maybe
5
like
versus
back in the
5
day.
on
There's
like
gonna
a
be a
grid
Pokemon
type
like
thing.
that?
Take the other person's base with the team of Pokemon.
League of Legends.
Power ups.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. And then it would
It's
force
not-
like
it's-
these huge Pokemon battles, you know, like it would
Yeah.
be so legendary. It would
Is
be
there
so
like a
That is pretty
trainer
cool.
like right behind the Pokemon too?
You
Nope.
could, yeah, you
No.
could. You could
It's by
like
Well,
put
this
trainers
game
in
is
there.
not, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. A lot of
Huge
potential.
Chinese
A lot of
gaming
potential
company.
there.
For sure.
Agree. I 100% agree that they need to continue to dive into other genres of games with their IP, essentially.
Yeah.
That's what I was excited about. They did Pokemon Masters, is a gotcha style game. It's successful. Like it or hate it, it is successful.
It's fun.
And then you have the MOBA coming this year, which is it's cool. I'm cross my fingers. Everything I've seen, I enjoy, but I like MOBAs too. So, but I'm okay that it's going to be very different than say League of Legends. So, agree 100%. Like keep trying different things, essentially.
Right.
Yeah, and I was gonna say throwback for a second is the Pokemon Conquest, one of my favorite side games ever.
Oh, that game is
That game,
incredible.
I played that game. I played the hell out of the game. Let's be honest. I played the hell out of it. I really wish they would like capitalize and make a sequel to it, just because I think there's so much they could build on that. And I personally loved it. I played so much of it. But yeah, that kind of game, because it was like a turn-based strategy or whatever. So the whole like branching out thing is what I feel like they need to capitalize on going forward, basically.
Cole, I am so sorry. It took forever to get to you. Please, you have the floor, sir. The question was, in case you forgot, after 25 years of Pokemon, what do you wish they have done different? Can you hear me?
Can you hear
He's
me?
gone. Perfect. I can
Hello?
hear you, but your
Next
screen's
question.
gone.
No.
All right,
all the
if
time
you
we
can
have.
hear me.
I
There
can
you
hear
go.
you.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So my biggest thing is that I would love to see some quality of life improvements around breeding and competitive teams. Some of my fondest memories come from, this is a controversial subject in the community, but PK Hex and like the hacking of Pokemon. But some of my fondest memories are just me and my friends like just genning these teams, and you put 10 minutes into making these teams, and then you battle, and you can have these great competitive teams, 6 IV Pokemon, and you can just switch up your teams like nothing. So I'm not saying I want like
Agree.
a complete hacking of Pokemon, but I would just love to see like something a little easier, and the emphasis on breeding competitive teams where they either give you a 6 IV Ditto within the game and they say, here's how you breed. And because for me, I don't want to spend 5 to 6 hours breeding a Pokemon, and there's 6 Pokemon on your team. I would love
To be
just,
competitive too. That's
yes,
crazy. That's a crazy long time.
absolutely. So that's my biggest thing is I would love to see that.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah. And then just like everyone else is saying too, I would love to see a difficulty tier, whether it's just even, are you brand new or have you been here? Like how many journeys have you gone on? Just even just 1 or 2 options. Like I would love more than that. I would love a Nuzlocke feature or something like that. But
Oh,
even
yeah.
just to say like, are you brand new? Are you a kid playing your first game? Or do you know what you're doing? And then it scales up and it gives you more difficult trainers or anything like that,
Randomizer,
or
that'd
just
be cool.
ads, or stuff like that. Just they know that like us millennials and people in our 20s, like they know we've been here since the beginning, so they should somewhat cater to us just as much as they're catering to the kids coming in for their first game.
Good answer.
It'd be
man.
interesting. What if they introduced? I just was thinking about this. What if they introduced like Call of Duty prestiging, so you can play the game again with different
harder
Pokemon,
difficulty.
but
that would be a good one.
you
That'd be
prestige,
nice.
you prestige a badge
tier
or
system,
something.
yeah.
Soul Silver right there.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing: Pokemon TCG Online needs to be on Switch. It's weird that it's not.
Yeah,
It
that
needs
is
to be
fair,
updated
TJ. That is
to
fair.
have real
Yeah,
tournaments.
it needs to be updated.
There's so much like I. All of them know. Or
Risen,
the
yes, you want money
people
involved,
know.
right?
I don't care that it's no money. Like I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But update TCGO. There is so much
Yeah,
you could
it's so
do
behind.
with
It's
that.
like a 2006 Nickelodeon online game. what it looks like.
Disregarding the fact that it totally should be on the Switch, like even outside of that, like there's so much they could do with the TCGO. Like real tournaments, more tournaments, like you could be it's just there's a whole 8-hour conversation, but it's frustrating for sure.
Think about how much that would boost sales of cards too, like for people who don't even play the TCG or collect TCG. Like if you could jump in and actually use those code cards within the Switch, people go out and buy cards just for the code cards.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. I mean, I've done it before because I enjoyed the TCGO. I bought code cards online, you know. I agree. I think it's a very smart idea. You look at Magic is getting their online arena for mobile devices this year. You already have tons of games online that are card games. Like it's just mind blowing to me that they don't see it as a market, and they just they were so early too, making this successful TCGO app and game. And it's just like they just let it go because people still use it. It's sad, really. It sucks. Even with your avatar, they should be like updating that you get new clothes. You can get like there's just so much you could do.
So much money being put into Pokemon cards too. Like it's
you
one of
could
the biggest
easily.
markets.
Oh my goodness,
not the
You guys
biggest
use
market.
code cards.
It's sad.
The code cards. I don't even use the code cards because I don't play the game, and I just have a pile of code cards that sit on my shelf, and I'm like,
my address
I mean,
is.
Do we all just have a stack of code cards like someone?
You know, I
give mine away.
No, yeah, my stack is like like 400, 500 cards right now, and I'm like, if they would have made that more of a mobile game, like on phones too, you know how much more money they would make, like on phone, because in-app purchases.
So if you have an
are such a
Android,
big thing.
If you have an Android,
you have an
can play it.
Android, you can play it on your phone. So I play it on my phone
Or your tablet.
You can.
I have iPhone.
Okay, if you have an
That's
iPhone,
the problem,
you're
though.
screwed.
Yeah.
Because they took away the iOS. No, they have the iOS app for iPad, but you can't do it on your iPhone. But
yeah,
weak.
Just
It
they
is
just put it on
weak
the
sauce.
Switch.
It is weak. It's bad.
Yes, everyone has a Switch.
I don't know how
already.
you have
They even have chip readers
but
in the
not that.
Switch.
If they can
Like,
put it back
I can
on
only imagine.
Game Boy, that'd be great. It just,
Exactly.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
All the new Pokemon, but on a Game Boy version.
It's a
we
missed
done?
opportunity. It'll be interesting. I would imagine that they have to be thinking about that, and
Especially
with the
after this
popularity
year
of their
they've had with
TCG.
cards.
They would have so many people playing if they set it up right and do like I don't know if anybody plays Fortnite, but Fortnite has like all these freaking tournaments that you can just jump in and thousands of people just jump to play and it's free. That would, like you said, bulk up the sales on their cards because now I'm getting cards, now I'm getting code cards that I need for free cards, and then in those tournaments award them trophy cards, and those trophy cards are limited edition to that certain tournament. That would be something really cool for me.
It's the same thing with the video game. So like with Sword and Shield, imagine if they had custom tournaments each month or week, right? That were you can only use water and fire Pokemon in this tournament. Go make a crazy team, right? Like you can imagine if that was on the TCGO, I would be playing it a lot more just because it's fun to come up with random things, like random weird teams that only
Try
work
'em out.
for this month or this week or whatever, right? They've been doing this on Pokemon Go, and I think it's really fun. Pokemon Go, they have tournaments where it's like you can only use XYZ, type Pokemon, make a team, battle each other. Like, why is this not something that is across your games?
They're a $1 billion company. I don't know why they haven't done it.
And the most frustrating thing is other card games like Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, even Elder Scrolls, that's the word, are doing these things and they're doing them well.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, if someone's not thinking about that, they can't not be. I don't
do you
know.
think they're just making so much money they don't really care at the moment? It's not priority.
I do think it's like,
They don't need it.
They can just stop printing stuff right now, and they're
The
just
cards are already selling. They don't need to incentivize people to buy them because they already can't keep up with demand. So
Yep. Well, and since they don't charge for TCGO, I think they don't see TCGO as its own thing that brings in money. They see it as just an advertisement tool, essentially, or a learning tool of how to learn how to, typing and build decks and stuff.
Yeah.
Sadly, because I think it could just be so much more.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's huh?
I was saying.
Go ahead.
With the next question.
Thanks.
Yeah, I wonder
And
what the next
we'll do
question is.
another hour on
Exciting.
that one.
Yeah, I want to change pace
It's a
a bit.
loaded question.
I want to change pace a bit. Switch it to like more TikTok talk. That's a tongue twister. We have a question from a follower. So she asked, "Why did you start sharing your passion for Pokemon on TikTok? Why did you start posting Pokemon stuff on TikTok? Were you posting stuff before to other platforms? Why did you start on TikTok?" Let's see. Pokestokey. Why did you start posting Pokemon stuff on TikTok?
Oh man, dude, I don't know. I think it was just something that I felt like I could grasp at the moment. Like, through 2020, there was a lot of stuff that changed for me, and like a lot of uncertainty. Lost my job, had to move in, like with my mom, had to move states, like all that stuff. And like when I came back to my childhood room, I like opened up my old binder, and I just like it made me feel fulfilled, and kind of just like I had control over something, and like I don't know, it just made me stoked.
Did you have TikTok before this?
Musically?
No. Oh well, like yeah, like a different account that I was just like kind of I was.
So you
gonna
knew
use
of
for
the
marketing.
app, and then you just started posting Pokemon.
Yeah. And then I'm starting my own business right now, so I was like, man, I should really figure out how to like use TikTok to make videos.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, well, there's one thing that I know I'm pretty stoked on right now. It's Pokemon. So I just started making videos, and I think, I mean, then like the story from there is just the amount of like support, and I think what I see in the Pokemon community is really what I want a lot more of in my life. So there's a lot of support and compassion. So that's what got me started.
So when you started, did you have any sort of expectation on where this was going to go? What can happen from it?
Zero expectation, like absolutely zero. If you look at my first video, it's just me like posting a video of my Lugia, and I was just like, here you go, TikTok. And
Do with that as you will.
yeah, do what that was, and then the second one I was just like, I'm gonna videotape myself like opening up this pack, and it was just unreal. Yeah, no expectation, had no idea what was gonna happen.
Oh man. Cole, why'd you start posting the TikTok of Pokemon stuff? Why'd you start sharing your passion of Pokemon?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm on my phone and I'm new to Zoom, so this is all new to me. So I downloaded TikTok, and first of all, let me say I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk and Gary V. And he was talking about investing in Pokemon back in December, way before Logan Paul and all this kind of blew it up. So I remember seeing that and thinking, oh, I love Pokemon. Like I wasn't much into the card game, but I liked it as a game, and just to watch it on YouTube and stuff, people battle. So I downloaded TikTok, and I think I stumbled onto it, and the feed starts giving you what you like. So I started watching these people just opening packs, right? And I kept watching these packs, and before I knew it, my feed was just all Pokemon packs. So then I remember telling my lady, I was like, I'm gonna buy Pokemon cards. Like, she's like, really? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So then I got this great binder of cards off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a base set. Base set, old vintage cards. And
Wait, what month did you buy that?
Probably 5 months ago. Like, I haven't been on TikTok long. I've really kind of scaled up within 2 or 3 months. So I'm very happy with that.
Did you buy that binder before the Logan Paul thing?
Probably, yes. Yeah, probably just before that. Probably like a month before that. So
before the prices skyrocketed?
Yeah, for sure. So I remember seeing like these base set cards. Everything, it came with everything but Charizard, Blastoise, and Mewtwo. So I put some money into this. It was a decent amount of money, but I put some money into it. And I remember going out. Okay, here's something you can use for time frame. Is that I remember just getting in when Champions Path was released. Like Champions Path came out, and I remember looking at them in the store and passing on a double V box because I just didn't know what I was doing at the time. But like this was just around the time where I was seeing people fill up their carts on TikTok with all these cards, and I was like, do I buy this? Do I commit to it? Because that would be the first purchase I made. So it was right around the time Champions Path was released. But anyways, I bought that binder of cards, and something I kind of noticed with the TikTok was that there's so many people just opening packs and no commentary. And there's so many people just kind of opening packs and going really slow and maybe some background music. But I thought if I can kind of use this as momentum to kind of start something of my own that I'm passionate about. And so this is where my Gen 1 memory, if I could self-plug, this is where my Gen 1 memory series came from, was the fact that I didn't see anyone kind of talking about the Pokemon. I just saw people opening packs. So that's kind of how I got into it.
So explain that series in case no one's seen it. What is that series?
So what it started with, and it's kind of evolved as I've done it.
And this is on TikTok.
Yeah, this is on TikTok. And what I do is when I first got that binder of cards, I would just pull out a card and more or less talk with it. And I had no idea how to really use TikTok. I had no editing skills. It was really just a start, stop, couple sentences, start, stop, talk about the Pokemon. So I remember Caterpie was the first one because I just started with the first Pokemon in the binder and worked my way through. So it's really evolved since then, where I use a lot more like green screen effect and kind of now that I've learned how to use TikTok more. But it's more or less just me talking about my Gen 1 memories of these Pokemon, either through the TV show, the games, using them in the games, or even just what my common thoughts are like surrounding the newer games. So it's just more or less a blurb, a vlog of a Pokemon within 1 minute that I put on TikTok, and it seems to be doing well. Some do good, some do like 100, 200 views, but you can't really get caught up in the views. It's more just a passion project.
Yeah, honestly, in that series is great, man. Like when you talk any Pokemon you talk about, it brings back memories, like stuff I didn't remember. You're connecting dots, things I completely forgot about. And I don't know how much research you do beforehand, but like stuff that I didn't even know. But then you remind me of stuff I do know from the show or the game, and like you do a great job. Those are awesome.
Thank you so much for saying that. A lot of it I just kind of research the day of. Like I'll pick, okay, what's my Pokemon today? I'll look at the card. I'll say, what do I know for sure? I'll do some research on Bulbapedia, Google search, get some images. But a lot of it, I just want to make sure I'm saying the right information, because there's nothing worse than someone calling you on something and then you Google it and you realize you are wrong. I did that once where it's like, guys, I made an error in my last video, so here's the actual correction to that. So I try and be pretty on point with the information I share.
Deep Pokemon lore correction.
Yeah.
And they're intense about it too. Like they will correct you.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's funny. If I could just say one more thing, but the Gen 1 memory video that I put out that has done the most has got the most views, was my memories of Geodude, and I opened it with blah 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 Geodude. How does it float? Like there's nothing on the internet. There's no reason why Geodude floats. Yet here it is floating in every image. And I got so many, I don't know how it got on the For You page, but like it got probably like 20,000 views and so many comments, just people saying, well, you didn't answer it. Like, how does it float? And I said, I don't know. There's no reason.
I do not know.
I think it's a magnetic force. But it's a rock, but it's not even metal. Maybe there's metal material in it. And
I looked so hard. There's nothing. There's no reason why it floats. It's just something in the anime. I guess in the games, it's not really floating. It's just the way it looks. But the anime made it float, so that's why.
Jumping very slowly.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Fan theory seems to be better than actual like Pokemon lore.
Yeah.
Seems
come
up with better ideas.
For sure.
Braden, why did you start posting Pokemon content to TikTok? What was the origin story of that?
well, I've only been posting since like November, but back in October, like 2020, me and my friends were up literally all night waiting for Sword and Shield to drop. And while we're waiting and watching the God, and I'm seeing all these. So I go to TikTok. I haven't posted like any videos in like months, and I post my first Pokemon one, and it's comparing like Gigantamax forms to like the monsters in Godzilla. And like a week later, it got like 5,000 views. I'm like, oh, they're pretty good. I should do this some more.
That was the
So
first
keep
video I
doing
saw
it,
of yours.
and then
Yes.
the views start going up. I get more followers. Yeah. And I started like just ranking Gigantamax forms and just giving my opinions on certain things. And then I'm like a big competitive player for the Pokemon games. And I just started going live more and battling people on there. And I guess it just kind of all worked out. I didn't really mean for it to, but it all just came together.
Yeah, bro, you're growing fast, and your freaking energy level on these videos is awesome. I was on your live stream. I'm like, man, you're inspiring me. I gotta learn from you. 'Cause you're getting views, you're getting followers, and a question for you, how much do you think not wearing a shirt contributes to the views? Like, should I go that route? Should I stop wearing shirts? What do you think about that?
I knew that was gonna come up eventually. Okay. First things first.
You
right
are
now I'm burning
ripped,
up.
by
It's
the
so
way.
hot in here because I'm wearing this shirt, but it's because I run track for college. But the only reason I don't wear a shirt and videos is they're just uncomfortable. That's the only reason why.
Bro, if you got the body, why not show it off?
Right
That's
now-
what I say.
I'm so hot right now.
It's the headband.
Yes,
it's
you
the
are.
headband.
The headband, it's
Risen.
the Mega
You are
Evolution
very
necklace.
hot right now.
Let's all simp for Brady.
I always get hot when I talk about Pokemon.
Do you have an Amazon wish list? I'm about to buy something.
He's about to slide to your DMs.
I've already slid into his DMs.
Oh, damn. That's fast.
We got that conversation going. Don't worry.
You making any progress?
Damn.
No, dude, I love this dude. I told him
Yeah,
that.
he's a very kind
Yeah,
kid.
dude. Definitely.
GPA, man.
shit.
What's up? What's happening? What are you doing?
I'm listening.
He's playing
Oh,
Call
good.
of Duty.
He's
Why-
trying to
why-
catch shiny Pokemon
Why did you
over there.
start posting Pokemon content to TikTok, and when did you start that?
So I was like on Instagram before TikTok, and I was like doing all whatever I was doing over there for like the entire summer, and then I think around my birthday, well, initially I started doing Pokemon in general because I was playing Sword and Shield so much, and I was like watching the regionals of like Pokemon trading card game championships, and I was watching that and seeing how like the meta decks were being used against each other, and it was very interesting. So I wanted to start collecting the cards with Sword and Shield. That's kind of how I got into it, like with the cards, but with Pokemon like content creating, quote unquote. It was more like I saw people doing one or two things, but not like all three things of Pokemon, which is like the trading card game, the video game, and the anime. And like just talking or doing content stuff for all three of those on one platform kind of thing. So I was like, why not just be the person to do that? Because like you have like people who do the TCG and then the video games, or the video games and then the anime, or just one of each other things alone, but not all three. So I was like, why can't that be me? I'll just do it for myself even. That way I know like what's going on, and I can get like specific products from the TCG, or I can keep up with the anime, or just rewatch the clips that I post for myself, listen to them in the car because the music's fire, or like for the video games, just like rewatch the trailer all the time or something like that. So it was mainly for myself, but then like after a while, people started enjoying it, and I was like, you know what, I think this could be a thing, and so now we're here.
And we're glad to have you.
Yeah.
But when did you come to TikTok? What month?
Oh, I was here in May. I started it on my birthday, which is May 2nd, and I was like a like, no, TikTok is like for kids. Like all they do is like
Mhm.
dances and all this stuff. And then my cousin showed me a viral video of his when like Carol Baskin and all that was trending around, and it was like they just used the audio and they just showed a text message like with the audio, like a correlation between the two, and it had like 150,000 views. And I was like, is it that easy to get views like that on a video that's less than like 15 seconds? And I was so intrigued, so I started it, and I first posted like some Rebel Clash haul that I got on release day, which was the day before May 1st. So I was like, let's see what happens. And so that's how it all started.
What was the landscape of Pokemon TikTok when you started back in May?
It was, well, like I knew one person. I don't know if you guys know, his name's Pokemon Puller or Gio Martin. He was the one that found like the base set 2-pack underneath the shelf in Target. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, he told me like, hey, move to TikTok. Pokemon's booming over there. It definitely is a great platform. And then so I did, and then like pretty much what I saw from TikTok related to like Pokemon content creators, it was Ryan. I saw a lot because he was, I think, like at 15K or something like that. He was still big. He's one of the bigger ones.
Mhm.
And then I saw like people like Eli giving Bulbasaur. Catchamally was there. We were both like growing at the same time, and so was Eli. And then she used to be called Pokemon Huntress, but now it's Huntress of Cards. And TJ's toy room was there as well. I remember. Yeah, we were all like there at the same time, like growing together.
He wasn't called that at the time, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Artist
He was
formerly known
called.
as Pokemon Parents.
Yeah,
Until
that's
TikTok
it.
said, no, sir. Change
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so it was like, I don't know, it wasn't too many people at the time. Like when I first used the Pokemon TikTok hashtag, it was all Pokemon Go people, like just random people using the hashtag. But then like sooner or later just started seeing more and more people use that hashtag, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's so many more people now. This is awesome." Like I get to make new friends everywhere. And so now we're all here. We're all part of the Pokemon
Yeah, it's
TikTok.
crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Come a long way.
Yeah.
Here.
Pokeswerve, why'd you start posting Pokemon content?
I was bored. That's one, and then two. So I used to not really collect, but I would buy a lot of cards back in 2016 just to play tournaments. That's all I did, tournaments. But then I lost my job and all that stuff, so I couldn't really like afford it anymore. So I just gave it up for a bit. But then 2020 last year, I started watching Real Breaking Nate and all them just open up packs, and I thought it was really cool, interesting. I thought it was fun. So then one day I told my girlfriend, "Hey, I kind of want to start collecting again." And she was like, "Okay, just go for it." And I was like, "All right." So I bought my first Darkness Ablaze ETB. I did it live on not TikTok, Twitch first, and I just had fun. And then I don't know, out of nowhere, mind you, I used to talk crap about TikTok. I used to like talk so much crap to anyone that had the app. I was like, "Oh, yeah, TikTok, it's gross."
Everybody did.
Like that was me.
Bandwagon.
I was huge on it. And then I don't know, my brain just, hey, what if I post it on TikTok just for fun and get my people from TikTok to Twitch? Like, I want to promote my Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I didn't think of it much. I thought this was just for fun. I was just going to open in front of the pack. I had an idea where I was going to open dollar packs per day. And then to think of it now, it's just boring. But, yeah, I started that off Pokemon Dollar Trees. And then
that's how I started my TikTok as well.
just
dollar store packs.
Yeah, Dollar Tree packs. And then out of nowhere, I just went to Walmart, got a pack, and I did a transition where I went to the store to home. People like that, so I was like, I should probably ump it up a bit, and there you go. I'm here now. And honestly, if I would have never pulled that Rainbow Charizard on Champion's Path, I remember Champion's Path when the day it came out, I went everywhere looking for one. And I finally found one, but it was at a local card shop for $80. And I was like, ugh, okay, you know what? I'll buy it. Why not?
Oops.
And I didn't think of it much. I had it sitting on my table for a week because I was gonna hold it for my Twitch. And on my Twitch live, I was like, man, it would be cool if I pull a Charizard. Then, oh God. And I pulled it. And that's what got me going. That's what honestly pushed me to continue doing what I'm doing now. And then so far, it's been great. I made a lot of friends. Honestly, I'm more closer to the people on the community than I am with people in real life, because I actually have things to talk about, like
Yes, sir.
with my other
Exactly.
friends. I'm like, oh, Pokemon this, Pokemon that. It's like, oh, that's cool. But anyways, I was like, oh, okay. But with you guys, I could at least talk about it. Like, we could continue the conversation. There's so much to talk about, and that's what I love about the community. Like everyone's so helpful, everyone's so nice, very supportive people.
For sure.
Like, yes, here and there there's drama, but that's rare though. You don't really see that often. If anything, it's just much love here, everywhere around. So that's why I'm happy. And then I also made an Instagram too that blew up too. But I started YouTube, started putting my TikTok in YouTube too, and that started working pretty well too. So I thank TikTok for everything, but at the same time, I didn't expect to go this way. It was,
Yeah, who could have predicted it, man? I couldn't have predicted being on Discord till 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, talking with my friends from the community.
Right.
This is definitely the best community I've ever been a part of. Like, and I have an artist background where I would sell art at conventions, so I was part of the art community, and then I would cosplay at conventions too. So I dabbled in the cosplay community, but I never talked to people really, like bonded like that, like here and there a little bit. But what this is completely different.
Exactly. Like I have random people who I met on Pokemon from the community sending me stuff. I don't even have my friends doing that stuff. Like I'm like, wow, like there's people who messaging me say, hey, yo, Swerve, can I send you something? I'm a huge fan. I was like, and I feel bad. I was like, can I at least pay the shipping? Can I do something? But they're like, no, don't worry about it. My friends are gonna be like, hey, are you gonna cover that tab or something? I was like, what? It's only $3, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's comparing it to the real life and the community. The community is 100% way much better, and they're supportive. So that's it. That's basically what I gotta say.
And I have to keep personally reminding myself not to take this for granted, man. Because when you get the comments every day, like you get jaded by it. It's the same thing, and like gotta keep resetting my mind. Like there was a time when no one said anything to you, no one talked to you, you were alone.
Exactly.
Like, remember that time. Like, appreciate all this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
'Cause, like, there was a time where I wouldn't get messages, and now I'm getting messages all the time, which I appreciate. I'm like, I finally have people to talk to. This is awesome. And so
Yeah. And I have the audacity to get annoyed by some of this stuff, where before I would quickly reply to someone, and even if it's a repetitive question, like, okay, I'm
right.
sure I'll help you out. But yeah, me problems. But back to TikTok as well. I'm glad it's at a point now where people are accepting it more. Like, there's actors on it, comedians on it, superstars on it. Everyone from every hobby can be on it. But before, I had to like defend it, and this is just months ago. I'm telling my friends that go on TikTok. You can grow on there, do your thing. Like, and it's not even in Pokemon. It's like gaming or maybe sports. Yeah, go on there, talk about sports, have a sports show, and then I have to defend to other friends, like, and they're talking, oh, it's for kids, man. They dance and it's like getting arguments with them. Like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Come on, bro.
I gotta explain to my coworkers about that all the time. Like, I tell them, hey, yo, I do TikToks. They're like, oh, so what are you doing? The dances? I was like, no, I do Pokemon stuff. And I'm telling them, yo, like, no, like, you're a rapper,
Do grown
right?
up stuff like Pokemon, okay?
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Very
But
manly.
I'm trying to tell them, dude, like, if you bring your rapping stuff to here, the algorithm is gonna point you to the people who rap as well. And that's what the people don't understand. Like, they all think it's all dancing and for little kids and for all that. I was like, to be fair, that's what I thought too, until my girlfriend finally drilled that into my head. Bro, that's not how it is. And I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Cole, man. I'm a big Gary Vee fan. He got me to hop on TikTok because he's a social media expert, business entrepreneur guy. He's like, yeah, go to TikTok. And then I was waiting and hesitating for a while. And then I started with my art stuff, and then I made a separate one for Pokemon, and then it popped off somehow. And yeah, Gary Vee got me back into the collecting He got me into
I
sports
wish I would have
cards and then
started
Pokemon
sooner
cards
for
too.
both collecting
I know,
and making
I know.
content. Like, it just if I could have even started, 2 months earlier. My goodness.
I know. It's freaking stink. Gotta accept it. What if you're just getting into the hobby now? That sucks.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Like you're real screwed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't find anything.
Bad time.
Ryan, you trying to say something?
There's always room for people to get in.
Plenty of room. Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
what I'm
If
saying. I'm
everyone's at
talking
the
about
cards,
like
there's always
I'm thinking
other
of the
stuff to
card
collect.
prices. That's what
For
I'm
vintage?
referring to.
Yeah, I mean, there's always I could have bought a box of first edition,
Yep.
base for $100, but
Yep.
There's undervalued
know,
cards now.
You gotta
it
that
is
let it
what
go.
it is.
You gotta let it go. What are you gonna do?
I think
Yeah.
Eli knows, and if you're in if you're trying to make money off stuff, there's always stuff you can make money on. So
Find
it's not going to be
everything.
the stuff someone else made money on, but
It just
that's
takes
okay.
work.
Yeah.
Just
Gotta get creative.
Look at the full arts recently. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, yes.
yeah,
I love full
Yep.
arts too, so I'm stoked.
Exactly.
My
It's another
collection
one.
just went way up.
Was that what Titanic was talking about? The trainers?
Trainers.
Yeah, the full art
It's
trainers.
beautiful.
What set is this from? Is it every full art
All of
trainer?
them,
All of them.
pretty much.
Starting from the
Yeah.
best of XY collection and up, pretty much.
I didn't even know about this.
Yeah.
This is breaking news to me.
Well, it's just happening like this last week.
Yeah, like I think like
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Did
really,
some
really kicked
influencer
off.
say, "Hey, buy this stuff," and then now everyone's buying it?
I mean, there's been YouTube videos and people talking about it. It's always this is more of a natural. I think it's more of a natural thing happening versus
Okay.
an unnatural thing of like
Influence.
a bunch of people speculating on something that's not real. These have awesome arts. People attached to these characters through the games and the TV shows. It was a thing that was going to happen. Now, some of them might be a lot higher than, are they going to hold the prices? Who knows? Because some are like Lily, I think I saw today was at like 400, 200 to 400 for a raw. I don't know if that's, really going to stick.
Yeah.
But
It's not gonna stick. It's gonna go down a little bit. Everything's gonna go up and down eventually. You don't want to be the first. If you're the first one in, you want to be before the influx. But after the influx,
Agree.
just wait a little bit. It's gonna
Agree.
come back down, and then grab when you can at a lower price, and then it'll shoot back up after later.
yeah, if you're not in right now,
just wait
just hold off
You
unless
can
you
apply
find one
that-
that's real low.
to
Yeah,
life.
and you can apply that to like when a new Pokemon set comes out, like the Charizard Champions Path, like how expensive that was when Champions Path first came out, and it's gone way down since.
Yeah, the Charizard used to be
You-
600. Now it's like 200.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it'll go back
kids,
up
just
after
be
5 to 10
patient.
years.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not getting rid of many of my Charizards.
Who did Ken? We have not spoke to you. Why did you start posting Pokemon content? Why did you want to share that with the world?
Well, honestly, I got TikTok, like in general, the app, at the end of May, just because I was like, you know what, I'm finally caving into it. Basically, quarantine hit hard, all that, the stereotypical stuff. So I was like, I'll look into it. And then, like, one of the first things I saw, because I'm married and I have a dog, so a lot of the stuff that I saw was like married couple stuff and dog stuff. And then I started seeing Pokemon stuff. And special shout out to if any of you guys know Pokemon Trader Zach, he was the one that like I watched all his videos, a lot of his videos, and he's the one who got me back into it essentially because I went and got Darkness Ablaze. I just got a random pack just because I was at the store and I was like, you know what? It had just come out like a couple days before that, and I was like, I'll pick up a pack, and I picked it up, and the first thing I got was a Scizor V. Just the normal one.
Nice.
But I got that out of my first pack, coming back into it after 12, 13 years of not collecting Pokemon cards. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. And then I, of course, start to see a lot more on TikTok and everything like that. So it like kind of snowballed from there. And I ended up picking up like some dollar packs in the beginning. And then I purchased the big purchase in the beginning was I bought a Darkness Ablaze booster box. And then like it kind of just was like I knew the thing was to like stay consistent. So I was like, people are actually enjoying what I'm doing. So I was like, I'll keep posting as long as people enjoy what I do. And then of course I've met like all you guys, amazing people in here. And I've been able to, and as Titanic jokes all the time is that, and a few other people, joke that I'm like the mod in everybody's lives just because I hang out and like come in and I'm always there. And it's just because I know that that's a good way to show support is to let you guys know that I am like watching you, whatever you're doing, whether it's opening cards, talking about stuff. Like I'm there to hang out and stuff. But the reason I started honestly was because, or with Pokemon anyways, is because I was like, it brought back that sense of childhood nostalgia. So like, even though it's not opening base set, seeing that just like skyrocket is crazy. But like the fact that I'm like pulling that card, pulling the Charizard, whatever, is just like super cool. And like I think what solidified it for me was that my wife was just opening up a pack of cards, like one of those double packs or whatever, the base set Sword and Shield and Darkness Ablaze ones. She was opening up one of those, and I opened up the Sword and Shield, and she opened up the Darkness Ablaze. I got the Charizard VMAX out of that, and that was like what I was like at the time. Everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, Charizard VMAX, the card to go for," and so that solidified the fact that I was like, I actually enjoy this, and like people are enjoying me doing this, so I'm like, I'll keep going with it. And then of course now people know me for being the cosmic guy, or being the person that's like essentially always there. I like to think of myself as like, I just want to show my support to everybody, just like I got shown support even when I was like 700 followers, and the people that are like Titanic that had like thousands of followers was showing me support, and I'm just like, just a little guy over here like, hi. And now I'm still growing, but like it's kind of crazy how it's all like fell into place. And like now that I've gotten past the point of just like opening cards just to open them, I'm trying to get more into like the whole investment parts, like in the sense of like, oh well, these cards I know are going to be valuable, and even though I might not want them, somebody else might. So if I can like I can trade, I can sell and stuff like that, just to get the cards that I personally would want to have. So like Larvitar is my favorite card, and favorite Pokemon, and I just got the 2 Delta species cards for that just the other day, just because they were cheap at the time, and I was like, I know they're only going to go up in price because I consider that vintage to me, and I absolutely love the Delta species series anyways. And so I got those cards because I'm like, I know they're not as valuable as say the Tyranitar in that set, but the Larvitar is the one I care for. So like, even though I do like Tyranitar too, it's just, I know that it's one of those things where I could like mildly invest because it's not going to be as expensive as like getting the Tyranitar, for example. So
up here thing of collecting what you like, man, that means you're really into Pokemon. You're not just like a fake scalper type of guy. But for me, I feel like that's important to really learn more about the investing side and selling stuff, because I feel like if I'm gonna be in here for a long time, the Pokemon hobby, I really start flipping stuff, selling cards. I can't just keep everything stashed away in my closet, adding to my collection. I really got to start making money to put more money back into the hobby and just cycle it through.
Yeah, and
So
I was gonna say
I
too.
agree with you on that.
I was gonna say too, the whole like, because you asked Braden the question about not having his shirt on, and which is funny because I was gonna make my comment and I just decided to wait until it was my turn. That my wife, if any of you guys have seen it, so I know Titanic's seen it, I know a few other people, yeah, that I did the WAP in my boxers. Okay, so like it's on the internet. It's not going away. Yeah, exactly.
On the internet.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't even have to
put the link in the Discord,
to
please.
subscribe to his
Pull it up on stream.
fans OnlyFans.
It's on.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
OnlyFans will be starting soon, guys.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
Thank you.
So obviously I'm not embarrassed, basically. I'm I'm happy to, and like Pokesword was saying, like people in real life, I talk about it with like, there's friends that I have from work and stuff, and they just don't understand the fact of how like Pokemon can be something that's just not childhood nostalgia. It also it brings the community together. It has the power to, be like, as I was joking with Titanic, it's like Poke stocks. So like you invest in Pokemon, you're gonna get what you want back and more. whether it's from the community, whether it's from doing the sales of like you don't want this card but you want this card, so you can do like trades. Like there's all kinds of things, and so I feel like that's what really solidified me staying in the Pokemon community, especially on TikTok, because the TikTok Pokemon community, there's not a lot of drama. Everybody seems to love everybody. There's plenty of support, and it's nice to know that like everybody out there supports you in one way or another.
Yeah, the community TikTok has been an amazing vehicle to express myself, and I use it to push myself. Where my whole life I was more like internal. Well, what's the word? Introvert, and I wouldn't express myself. But now I use these videos to practice having more energy, like yelling, screaming, like doing stuff I wouldn't normally do in society. It's been pushing me, my personality, my character. To be more myself in public, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like the outside world doesn't really they couldn't understand that or even think of that. What like when you think of I make Pokemon TikToks, and they're like, you do what Pokemon? You're
Yeah.
29.
I get
But
that every day.
it's just it's not like I just sit there and watch the cartoon and eat popcorn. It's something completely different, man. It's really helping me out and
Sure.
helping me meet people. It's really awesome.
That's for sure.
Speaking of
watch
like
the
no
cartoon and
drama.
people.
No, speaking of no drama, I was just gonna say like any negative comments I get, there's never people in the community. It's always just troll accounts and randoms. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
you never see anyone
Add-ons.
with a decent following who makes Pokemon content being like, hey, you're doing a bad job. Like everyone is just so supportive.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say to build off of that too is like, so even if they are the community, most of us are friends in some way or know each other in some like you either send a DM like Discord, whatever. You talk to us and they'll be like, hey, you could have done this to make this better, or hey, this is actually what it is, or something like that. Like, and they don't approach it as, oh, well, you didn't do this the right way. You didn't open the pack the right way. This and that, and yada yada. Because like I mean, I had my first hate. Yeah, my first hate comment was again a troll account, but it was literally me opening a pack, and I just was like, I guess I breathed too heavily into the microphone, and they're just like, can you step away from the microphone? And I'm just like, okay,
Stop eating
whatever.
the mic.
You need to make
Exactly.
a
Stop
reply
eating the
to
mic.
that old comment right now, and you're just like this the whole time. It's like
Yes, yeah.
opening a pack. Make that video tonight. Like that's
Yeah.
viral.
I'd have to go and find it, but that would be funny. That would be funny to
Do
do.
it. Do it.
Side note, Risen, could you make a yada yada video for us on TikTok?
Yes, make it a sound. Yeah, make it a sound, and we'll do it. We'll do
Yada
it.
yada yada yada.
Yada
So
yada yada
catchy.
yada yada.
See, that's what I enjoy is that I watch all these videos, I see all this stuff, and I'm sure like all of you got these like little jokes or things in your head when someone says something, and there's just like a small group and community of people that don't think you're insane when they say yada yada, and you're like yada yada yada, and they're like, what's going on? You're like, oh, you don't get it. Never mind.
You're not on TikTok. You don't understand.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't understand.
You're not in with
Well-
the kids these days.
And I was gonna say too, like the whole like body yada yada thing. Like I've noticed, at least recently, for me anyways, it seems to hit really well. Like for not just like the Pokemon community, but like for general people, the For You page, whatever. It seems to hit really well when I do stuff that are like skit related. So like either using a popular sound or doing something like with my wife. Like I know some of you guys have seen the video like where I got the Phantom Forces booster box and I was treating it like a baby.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously my wife has the real baby. So then it's like that video hit really well. And then there was one, where I had like a John Mulaney sound and it was that Spider-Ham one or whatever. And I did that and then like that hit really well. And so I was like, maybe I should do more skits, but then I have to like put thought into them and I have to actually do them. And so doing them is the hard part in the sense that I have to carve time out to do it. So like, it's nice to just be able to throw a pack opening in there. And even if it only gets to like my friends on TikTok, at least it's still, people are still appreciating what I'm doing. Even if it's like, I'm not going to post one of those every single day because I don't have the time to do it every single day.
You only need one good video to go viral. So you just
Basically, yeah, exactly.
throw that one out there and you're boom.
Carries you for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Do you guys get comments from kids that say, "Hey, I'm the only"?
Daddy? Oh man,
Or
I
for
do.
free
Yeah.
oh.
I have to
Daddy.
delete them.
Yeah,
Hey,
daddy, free stuff, free art, free cards, free Charizard. Send me this, send me that.
I tell them to go to the
Free
website
shout out.
Send me a
and enter
pack.
the giveaway.
No,
Yes.
but
The
but
games
you get
giveaway
comments
nuts.
saying that, like, what kid will say, "Hey, I'm the only one I know who likes Pokemon at my school. I'm the only one into it."
Oh,
Yeah.
so
For sure.
there's this one kid who commented on a video. He said, "I'm the only black kid that plays Pokemon in the neighborhood, and I get made fun of for it." And I told him that you can't let anyone make fun of you for something you love, because I don't, you guys don't, and we're all pretty cool, I'd say.
Bro, it took
Yeah.
me, bro. I'm in my late 20s, and it's just now taking me like the past couple years to like get that in my head, man. So it's cool, like you being so young, you already know that and have it registered in your brain, and you are like authentically, completely yourself, and it's amazing.
I'm gonna try.
Nah, man, it's inspiring, and I have a
We've all
10-year-old
been there.
sister. I'm
It's the
trying to
thing.
raise her like that too, man. Just be yourself. Don't care about what people think.
Exactly. That's why I have
Uh,
a tattoo of Pokemon right here. Like, I do not care.
Yeah, I have a Jolteon right there.
Oh,
Mendo.
sweet.
Is Jolteon your favorite Pokemon?
Mendo wanted some
can't-
Pokemon tats
I
too.
can't
Yeah, I have an
decide. I want
Arcanine. I have a red and a Pokeball.
Jolteon Tower.
Let's go.
Ah,
I have that Jolteon plushie, but my son stole it somewhere. It's somewhere. But he's my
Your
favorite.
son has a Jolteon plushie.
Exactly. That's what it is.
I'm still deciding between a Gloom or a Cubone.
Cubone.
got a
Gloom needs
Cubone
more
right here.
love.
Gloom.
No one likes
I
Gloom.
don't know. Gloom is
No one
needs that
kind of
love.
cute.
She likes Gloom.
I like
Gloom
Gloom.
is
She
sad.
likes,
They
she
all feel
likes
a little bit
Gloom,
like
okay?
Gloom
It's
sometimes.
not even a wild bloom; it's a gloom.
Why do you like Gloom?
Drool.
What is it about Gloom?
Yeah, the drool is the best.
It's lazy and it's stinky. Like I
Okay.
I don't
It's
know if we
all of
want to
us
be
during
her in real life.
quarantine.
You
Yeah,
just
exactly.
explained Eli.
It's
What the
literally
heck?
2019
Oh,
for 2020.
hey.
Shots fired.
Shots fired over there. Jeez.
I'm not going to
All
any
right.
more lives ever again.
All right,
Aw.
back on topic. Who you got
I
left?
know we got like 10 hours on this one too.
All right, we're gonna. This is the last question. We'll just finish up, and then
Who else we got left?
we have Eli. So why did you start posting Pokemon content?
I want to be famous. No, I was playing.
Hey, that's
no, that's not the
Oh,
reason at all.
yeah.
Actually, it was. I was actually when you were talking about it, I went back to my my TikTok. And I was like, I wonder what my first video was. I posted a lot of videos, and the first one was back in like January, and it was because I was trying to start my online store. Is when I started making my metal cards. And so I just thought of it as a marketing platform. That's really all I thought about it as. And it's funny because I started thinking, well, instead of paying for like Facebook ads, I can send free cards to people and they can show them off if they think they're cool. And the next thing you know, these people that I'm sending cards off are becoming really good friends. And it's kind of changed everything for me because now instead of being like just selling stuff, now I'm doing like advice on like Pokemon investing. And I wasn't planning on becoming a collector again, but now if I don't even look at my room, I have stuff everywhere. And so
take that background off.
yeah, that's what it's there for. So it's to like to make it short, like I got on there for a totally different reason, and it's completely changed like my whole life. Like I didn't work all this year because COVID, all this other stuff. Like you said, Manny, I'm an introvert and I deal with depression. And some of my best friends, like Manny was saying, like literally last night, we're sitting here on Discord playing on the Switch, trying to catch shiny Pokemon until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we have these long conversations. And then, like when I go and so like today, like my wife was showing symptoms of COVID, and I told some people in my Discord, I was like, hey, I might be gone for a little bit, might be MIA. Can y'all watch the Discord? They're like, no, dude, we got you. And then so much love and support. I don't even get that from like close friends, like y'all were saying. And so to go from what I thought this was going to be to what it is now, to having like a Discord full of like people that from kids to grown adults like me, just like authentically caring about me, it's ridiculous. I'm so grateful. I don't know, I can't tell you how much this has changed my life for this year for sure. It's something I don't ever want to stop. even if it doesn't, if I don't get to like X amount of followers, the people I have right now make me
Right.
happy to do this. So
What do you think that is, guys? Why are these people so supportive? What are they? Are they also outcasts? Do they understand what it's like to not be cared about?
Yeah,
What do you think that is?
I think it's sympathy for one another. Like I think the way I feel, people can see that just like everybody else here. And then when people like you said in the comments say, "Hey, I'm the only kid this," or "I deal with depression," or "My family doesn't love me," we can sympathize with them for the most part. And I think there's just a connection there with somebody that is not judging you, like because there's a lot of people in our life that would just judge you right off the back. I think that's what it is a lot of times.
Common passion for sure.
Yeah, I think as a content creator, you have a choice on if you realize it or not, you have a choice on how you build your community and what your community focuses on. And that usually, like I said, if you're not making a deliberate decision, that reflects who you are. And so there are plenty of communities that are not like that and that are toxic or aggressive or whatever. But that's because that community or that person who was in charge of growing that was that kind of person, and that's what they want, and that's fine. But I agree. I try to focus on being kind, helping each other, supporting each other, because that's what I care about. Like, that's what I'm interested in, and hopefully, that trickles down into the communities that you build.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of kids that follow us, man. I myself just want to be a good influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just reminiscing
That's for sure.
and nostalgia. A lot of us like the past and the innocence of it all. So like now that we're all here on this community, that's basically what it is. Everything was innocent, and a lot of people were just to themselves. And yeah, it's just we all want to live on that common foundation and just keep that, I guess, hold on to it.
Yeah, since you're talking now, why don't you answer why did you start posting Pokemon content?
My wife. My wife told me to.
Explain.
Fair
That's
enough.
a good reason.
So
cool.
I've been going to school to do my art stuff, and I was continuously just trying to like perfect my craft. And then I was also a big fan of like the Pokemon stuff and just in general anime stuff, and I did a lot of drawings like that. And my wife, for the longest, since like the beginning of the year, she was like, you need to do stuff on TikTok. You need to record yourself doing art stuff, this, and that. And I didn't listen to her. I did a couple of videos of just the very beginning of my stuff is like random videos. And I actually like when COVID actually hit, that's when I started like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I can't go to school. I'm home all day. So I might as well, I guess, shoot a video of me doing artwork. And I did that, and a lot of people liked it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I started actually getting like a couple, people interested in buying my stuff. And I was like, oh, that's a first.
Right.
And yeah, I was like, oh, that's a first. I was like, and that made me feel really good about myself because
yeah.
I had no confidence in not only art or like my anime aspect. I kept that all just to myself and between me and my wife, because she's a big Pokemon fan and anime fan. And I started my TikTok like the beginning of last year, but then I stopped and came back right before Thanksgiving hit. It was like a week before, and I started doing my art videos, and I was okay. This is cool. And then I did one video where it was just like it was literally one of my frames back here. I grabbed one of my frames, and it was like that. It was that one sound, don't be ugly, and I flipped the cards, and it was like a bunch of my Charizards that I had.
Ooh.
And that TikTok went viral, and I didn't even know. It was like a day before Thanksgiving, and I went to sleep, and I woke up, or I didn't go to sleep, but like it got to like 2,000 views. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it kept going and going and going, and so many people went back and looked at my art, and they were like, oh, you do art too, this and that. And I think if it wasn't because of that one video that did so well, I probably wouldn't have stuck around, because I really wasn't interested in TikTok right before the holidays. And then I did that video, and then a lot of like people in the community started like talking to me, and we started having a lot of relationships, and a lot of artists from nowhere actually interested in the same thing. And ever since then, I just grew, and I just did my first live stream like 2 weeks ago because I was like super scared, didn't want to do it, and a lot of not a lot of people showed up, but a lot of like the people I connected with came through and supported me and my wife, and it was just such a good feeling. So now I'm here, and I'm like, all right, I guess I got to roll with these videos and see what happens, you know. Basically just put myself out there. Basically, like everybody that's a creator now, it's their personality, what they like, and their interests.
Cool, man. Milo, why'd you
What's up?
start posting Pokemon content? What in the world made you want to do something like that?
Oh man. Well, I was getting pretty bored because like I had like Instagram and I had like YouTube and all that stuff, but none of that was like really great, and I'm way too busy to like sit down and edit a video for a few hours. So I saw TikTok. I was like, oh, it takes like what, a couple seconds to edit a video. You just gotta take the time to shoot it. And I think my first post was like of a Magikarp card, and
Were you posting Pokemon content to Instagram before TikTok?
Yes.
So what made you start posting any sort of Pokemon content?
Oh man, I just have a deep love for it, honestly. There's just something about vintage Pokemon or just Pokemon in general, and I know that there's a lot of people who appreciate it as well. So I just like to share as much of vintage content as possible. There's also a lot of bad information out there, so I just kind of want to help people get pushed in a better direction. Like you see, most of the posts nowadays are just like really overexcited people posting all their bulk modern products. Like don't miss out on this, don't miss out on this. Like ignore that crap. Like you're throwing money away. What are you doing? But yeah, I just like to share vintage Pokemon. That's most of what my posts are about, or my collection really is just mostly vintage, bunch of things. So yeah, there's a deep love for it out there, and I like to share it.
Awesome, man. And you do a good job. Your videos are funny. They make me laugh.
Yeah, they're good videos, bro.
Appreciate it.
TJ's Toy Room.
What up?
You've come a long way, sir.
Oh, that's an understatement. It's been crazy.
So why'd you start posting Pokemon content?
Yeah, so just like about me, I'm 29. I did 5 years active duty military. I did medical course. After that, I worked 5 years in manufacturing. I was at human resources and safety. So basically manufacturing safety. I got laid off at COVID. Like you guys said, I was a big fan of Gary Vee. Just trying to figure out like what my purpose is. Like not trying to get rich, but trying to like make a livable wage doing what I love. So started with digital illustration, posted a lot on Instagram. I thought maybe video games, like an art designer, something like that. School wasn't going so well. I don't do well with school, especially like English and stuff like that. And then my wife started getting into Pokemon cards. Really started getting back into the games when they came back out. I've always loved the games. And then we bought our first booster box together, Rebel Clash. Had a lot of fun with that. And then I was like, I'm going to make a TikTok called Pokemon Parents. It'll be fun. And I'm always saying I'm going to do dumb things, and I hardly ever follow through on it. And then at some point in time, I just became obsessed with Pokemon TikTok. The community was so nice, so kind, so inviting in a way that I wasn't used to. I'm much more used to the bro kind of relationships where you tear each other down, like military style,
Right.
like, oh, screw that guy, this, that. But these guys were genuinely uplifting every single video I made. Huge shout out to Mega Micah GX. They don't do TikToks anymore, but they did.
Yeah.
At the time, they were always in my comments, like hyping me up, and that helped so much. People like Bulbasaur, Alex Hodges, Ryzen, all those guys. And you could see I would just post and post and post, like, okay, better lighting here. Oh, okay, you need to talk. They do better when you talk, but you don't like talking. Okay, edit videos so you can like put it all close together and do this. And then eventually I kind of figured out, I guess, what my overall purpose was, which was I want to have my own toy store, my own hobby store, where we encourage things like D&D, game nights, video game tournaments, collectibles, Pokemon cards. 'Cause I have all this stuff. Like, And I think a lot of it has to do with I didn't really get to collect toys and things like that, being in the military and then being from a military family. I was very much a minimalist. So toy collecting I've been doing about 4 years now, and I think that in and of itself is my passion. So yeah, it's how TJ's toy room kind of over time morphed into what it is.
Yeah, I've seen you experimenting, and I don't know what has happened to you the past few months, but your editing skills have just completely leveled up. I don't know where that came from. If you already knew that, if you just put your head in the books and just started learning how to edit.
My early
where
stuff
did that
was
come
just
from?
a lot of editing. Like No Voice just edits cool colors, but they never got many views.
No,
And then,
I remember our
Pokesmurf
first
comes on the scene, and he's doing these edits, and they're getting the views. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know how to do edits. So I go back and I start doing more of the editing type stuff on top of the talking, which I kind of learned how
Where
to
do you
do.
edit?
Video Leap.
What platform?
Video Leap for
On your
iPhone.
computer? iPhone.
No, everything's on my iPhone. The shooting, the
Me too.
quality, iPhone 11.
My iPhone.
I've learned like 90% of video qualities just by having good lighting.
Mhm.
I learned pretty early on.
That's why I have 2 lamps now.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, I'm
learning
about
about
to get
like how
4
lights
soon.
bounce, and a lot of the stuff things like, oh, that's easy, I could do that, but there's a lot of work and a lot of planning that goes into each one.
Mhm.
Booping the camera is what we used to call it back in the day. You boop the camera, it opens the pack. Then like kind of getting creative with that, and then now you just see all kinds of cool pack openings, and it's really cool.
Yeah, Swerve, you're the same way, man. You do all really cool pack openings.
Swerve's
I don't know.
clean, man. I like
I take my time, man. Like
it's
you know,
crazy.
Like that's the smallest things. You could hold it like this, but in your next shoot, if your fingers up here, it messes up the whole video. So I have to constantly make sure, okay, this is good. All right, this is good. And then if I want to do stuff like that, like it's not hard for me anymore, but it does take a lot of time, and you have to be pristine on the seconds that you're doing it. But it's fun though. It gets people's attention. I do get a lot of hate, not a lot of hate, but on YouTube, people are like, oh, but like you didn't, like people think it's fake. And I was like, oh, well, if you think it's fake, then you think it's fake. Oh, well, I'm not going to fight you about that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I say too. Because like, I've never been a fan, especially on social media platforms, of the full open and showing the whole pack and whatever. I know that's where a lot of people come from on YouTube. They're used to like these, 30-minute videos of me opening everything. You see everything, right? And they're like, oh, I'm seeing that it's real. But I've just never been a fan of that on social media, specifically type platforms, because you only got 15 seconds to open that pack. If you're doing a quick one, you got a minute if you want to be long, right? And you got to be quick. I've always been who cares? Maybe it is fake. I don't know, right? But it doesn't matter to you, right? It's an interesting, to me, it's just like be an interesting video, right? If you're obviously opening a Charizard every pack, every video,
then of course
it's obviously fake, right? But is it funny? I don't know. Maybe. Who cares? Right?
Like, why would I fake a green code? Like, I don't get it.
There's a large part of the audience that like they want to see when the new sets come out. They want to see all the cards. Like, is this set for me? Is it not for me? But at the same time, just saying the names of the Pokemon over and over again, like that's not interesting content after a while. So yeah, having something new or interesting to say, or your own take on whether you like these new sets or which cards you think are underappreciated. Because I've had a few videos go over 200,000 with like a Poltergeist. It was just some fun, weird idea I was doing where the pack wasn't necessarily the center of attention.
Interesting.
And I was going to say too, like for me, when it comes to that, like you were talking about, like it gets boring basically if like you just keep being like going through the pack and be like, it's this Pokemon, this Pokemon, this Pokemon. After a certain amount of time or whatever of opening that set, it's like, that's why I like doing the skits, I feel like, is just because I feel like that's my way of being able to be like showing love to Pokemon, but at the same time, I'm not being like, oh, well, I'm just going to open. And even when now, like I do a quick pack, I just run through it really quick with like some music in the background. And I'm trying to do like, obviously I can't live up to Swerve level or your level, TJ, but at the same time, I like to try to do the transitions and try to do the edits just because I think it's fun to just even, it's quick, easy, be like, hey, here's a card. and then you like, because that's what you want to showcase is if you get something super cool, and even if you don't get something super cool, like you can just be like, either you hype it up to make it the coolest thing ever, or you just be like, you kind of like throw like a little temper tantrum. People like both of those for some reason, which is fine because I like doing that too. I think it's fun to just be like, well, dang it, I didn't get that one. I'm moving on to the next one. Or, oh my goodness, it's this Pokemon, and it's like a Caterpie or whatever. Like it's something that nobody would be like, oh my goodness.
I think skits are great, man. Skits are great. It's the best way to express yourself to me. Like it's your ideas and it's your way of being creative. And it's just another big reason why I like the Pokemon community and Pokemon TikTok is it allows me to express myself through that. Because I grew up shooting videos with friends, right? But I was always kind of like the guy behind the camera. I'd come up with the ideas, like you do this, you do that, and I'll set up the whole story, and I'd be shooting. And now, my older age, I'm like, man, I like deep down, I've always wanted to be more in front of the camera. I was just scared, but now's my chance. Okay, so we have 2 more people left, and then we're done. We'll wrap it up. So second to last, Mendo Cat, why did you start posting Pokemon content?
Oh man. Well, my TikTok, I started off as everybody else, like, nah, that's lame. Like, that's a whole bunch of dancing. I'm not gonna sit there and dance. And then, so when I downloaded it, I just like was watching people, and I ended up on like mystery toy TikTok, and like people opening boxes, blind bags, and oh my God, I've always loved toys. I'm 25 and I still run down the toy aisle in Walmart. Like that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I started like with blind bags and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but not as cool as like Pokemon. Like I started watching people open packs, and I was like, okay, here we go. I've always liked Pokemon since I was like super like young. Like kindergarten, me and my like first best friend were in the field playing Pokemon, and I was Bulbasaur, like walking on all fours, running around.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I'm still mad at this kid named Andrew who stole my ancient Mew from my cubby. Like
beat his ass.
The cubby is a safe space.
Let's find him.
That's
let's
safe.
find him to this day. And
let's find him.
He's over 18 right now. We could beat his ass.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna get a beat down.
Yeah, but I've always had like a love for it. Like Pokemon's always been there. And then like if you go down like and look at like my first couple Pokemon packs, they were all dollar store packs. And then what really got me like started, I went to Dollar Tree and I opened a Rainbow Rare Rayquaza. Rayquaza was my legendary. So I was like, okay, I'm going
Hell yeah.
The sign.
Yep, it set me off, and like ever since then, my first Champions Path pin box. If you watch my video, I pull the Rainbow Charizard and I just throw him on the floor because I'm like, oh, like Charizard doesn't mean anything to me like it does to everybody else. And then after my video, I was like, oh my God, that's the one. Like that's the one everybody's looking for, and I just threw him on the ground.
Had like a Sandlot moment. The Great Bambino.
Yeah, exactly.
But I sent him to PSA and he came back at 10, even though I threw him on the ground.
Oh my God. That is sick.
Woo.
But yeah, awesome. Back in would it be a 7?
Good job.
Yeah, since then I've been like on it. I just digging it. And the community is great. Everybody is like so like loving and just like welcoming and like hyping everybody up. Like it really is a community of like homies.
Yes, homies helping homies, right?
Exactly.
Homies helping homies. That's totally true. Like I did a couple trades. Like Trainer John traded me, and I got a couple of ancient Mews from him. What's his name?
Hey, full circle.
There you go.
Afro traveling little Jake. I've traded with him.
Afro Jake.
Yeah. And then my other homie, Catch 'em All Cam, he just sent me a stack of jumbos, and I'm super stoked. I have to make a video on that.
Awesome.
Making a lot of good friends on here. I'm digging it.
And free stuff is always nice.
You know, that's always a plus.
You're right. I am Risen. You were the last one, buddy. Why did you start making Pokemon on TikTok? And from what GPO was saying, you were here before he was. So what was the landscape of Pokemon TikTok when you started, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I started TikTok in November of 2019. 2019, sorry. And so yeah, it was crazy. But going back, so my whole thing, I've been creating content. I actually was just scrolling through my different Instagram accounts to see, because I forgot. So I started my Instagram in 2011, July 2011. I started my Instagram. I just thought being an influencer, like I started learning about being an influencer and how people creating content could make money off of that, and how just different stuff like that. Like you could get products and review them. I just thought that was interesting, and I was like, what is this about? And so I've been creating content for, I just realized this, 9.5 years. It's crazy. And I've loved it ever since. It's always been interesting to me and continues to be interesting to me. Now, a lot has changed over that time, and I spent a lot of that time on Instagram. And so then in 2017, I started making Pokemon specific content on Instagram, with mainly Pokemon Go. Because I love Pokemon Go. I think it's a lot of fun. And there's just, I love that community and that group of people. And so I've been doing that for 3.5 years, which is crazy. So then, yeah, 2019, I went to Pokemon Go Fest. I linked up with Real Breaking Nate, and we were talking. He was like, saw that I was like growing on Instagram, and he mentioned to me TikTok, and he was like, I had heard about TikTok, but I never really like thought about it too much. But he was like, dude, you should get on TikTok. You should check it out. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go back home, create a TikTok. Took me about a month to really like be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And so, yeah, in November 2019, just started making TikTok and making Pokemon specific TikTok content. Haven't looked back since. So back then, when it was just like literally like Breaking Nate, me, and then just like a smattering of other kind of random people, just making content, you know. And so it was like real fresh and real new. And so it's been so cool to be able to like sit here and see like all of you start your accounts and start growing and have different levels of success. And so like that's what's been fun for me. It's to see the community as a whole just start to blossom and grow over this last year. To see the different types of content start to grow and become popular. I remember TJ, I remember the first battle you sent me was like this crazy edited thing.
So much fun.
I don't think you spoke at all, and it was just like super crazy edited, and I was like, this is what I want. Like, this is why I'm on TikTok, because I want weird, crazy things, right? And that was sick. And so we did that battle. But yeah, so the reason I moved to TikTok was it was a new uncharted area for Pokemon when I got there. And then TikTok, as I started watching videos and making content, I realized that TikTok does something different for me than any other platform. Because I've been on Instagram, I tried everything. Like I've been on YouTube, I've been on Twitch, I've done everything, all those things. And for me, TikTok, it just encourages me to make content and to think in a different way. I love the idea of getting prompts that are like, maybe it's a song that like prompts me to think of some kind of interesting TikTok content. Maybe it's someone else's video. Maybe it's a battle challenge. But then also I can bring what I learned from Instagram in my Pokemon Go community. I do a lot of updates on Pokemon Go and just Pokemon content in general. And I love that, but I love thinking about it in a different way. Like today's video, I was updating on a new event, and I'm always, how can I edit it faster? How can I keep putting myself in it? So my personality, and not just be like a newsroom of like, hey, this new thing came out, but how can I put Ryan into it? How can I put Risen into it? And that's really why I started TikTok and why I'm still here, is because it's so interesting. And then the community is just sick. It's just a sick group of people.
You pioneered the
followers
community. For
what?
Sure. So you pioneered the community just with the positivity. Those first people in there really set the foundation for like when I came in there in April, I was just met with, fluttered positivity of like, more creators, good, keep going. I like this. I like how you're doing this. And I didn't even think it was that good when I look at it now, but you guys were just so awesome.
Yeah, I think that's what it's about for me is TikTok. It's just like, it's a positive community. And then it's just like trying things. I love that TikTok does not punish you for trying something new and it not being amazing, but it will reward you for trying something new and people loving it. That's a platform I want to be on. I don't know that it'll be like this forever, but this moment in time, I will remember forever. And the friends that I'm making during this, the community that we're building is one I'll never forget. It's just amazing people. Like I literally cannot wait until this whole until COVID is to a manageable level where we can start to travel again and we can start to be in each other's videos and see each other and just hang out. Because I grew up on going to GoFest, right? And hanging out with people at GoFest, content creators at GoFest. And that is so much fun in conventions. I literally cannot wait to see any one of you at a convention, hanging out. Or just like being able to make content with you, or just like sitting on a couch and just chilling out, right?
I'll see you at that
I can't
Leonhardt
wait
store.
for that.
Yeah,
brother. Let's all meet up there.
I was gonna say to build off of what Risen was just saying is that like that whole like meetup thing. Tim Goat Breakers, him and I were talking about it. Me and him, I don't know if everybody saw it, but me and him met up in real life and did pack battles. And I was gonna say, like, I know there's a lot of people near where I live, like Tim and a few others, and Risen, that I've made the joke, not really a joke. I just know, like, with COVID going on, it's kind of hard to do it. But like, I've literally said we could do like a PokeCon 2021 kind of thing, and just have like a bunch of creators get together, do a bunch of stuff to help out each other's channels and keep your growth going, but also be able to meet each other in real life. And like we could play Pokemon Go together and do that stuff with like Risen, and then he could like post like we all did this big mega raid or something, you know what I mean? Like something like that.
No, it's gonna happen for sure. So like before I got hardcore into TikTok, I was hardcore like hoping that Wizards Unite was gonna be a thing. And making Harry Potter content for that game. And we did a Wizards Unite convention, and we bought a Airbnb for 10 of us content creators. It was amazing, so much fun. It will be a thing that we get to do that eventually. And I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent, and we already talked about having a Poke hype house. I'm about to buy a house, and then we're all gonna live in it.
Hell yeah, Eli. Hell yes.
Oh man, the
I'm down
box
for it.
breaks. Like I want to do.
Yeah, I need to get in the
box breaks
Discord.
with
We talk
y'all.
about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I
that would
literally
be
just want to
that-
be in the same room with you, and you break the box, and I just want to be excited for you.
With a hammer, break it.
Some
I was
girl was doing
gonna say,
that
like,
with the ETV.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I was
some
gonna
girl just demolished Champions Craft
Champions
ATV.
ATV.
That was awesome.
Jeez. But I was gonna say, like, I know like the whole like box break thing. Like I like that idea too of like we could all be together and do like for lack of like a better reference, the Logan Paul-esque thing. So like one of us is opening up the box and all the rest of us are hyping that person up, being like, oh my god, you got this, and oh my god, like
can be
and just
guru.
being like there.
$30,000
Bulbasaur.
40, maybe 40,000. Can I be guru? Can I be guru?
No,
I
Goat
would
is.
love to do it.
Goat
Oh,
is.
just because he's bald?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I got
exactly.
the bald
Smash-
thing going. I mean, if that's,
Oh,
if
If
that's
you want to
the,
wear a bald cap, you can do it.
I will wear a bald cap for you guys.
Maybe we'll have like a guru
and I'll wear
look
like a tank top.
contest.
Guru look-alike contest.
That'd be good. And you tag him on it.
Yeah, exactly.
everyone tag them because we're the
Everybody
hype house.
everybody just tag him, be like tag him in the comments, share it to him, everything.
Yeah, you have to be in the
We
middle
will
of the
see
desert
it.
though.
All right, guys. This
Sick.
was, I think, our longest
This is
live
the most
stream,
people
man.
we've ever had.
Most people ever.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you guys for sticking around as long as you did. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming. Real quick before we end it, I'm gonna have everyone plug their social media. First, we'll go with Scott because your battery is gonna die soon. Unmute yourself, buddy. Unmute yourself.
What a way to start.
There you
My
go.
battery's legit gone.
All right. So just tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, you can find me here on TikTok as Scott Fugelberg, or you can find me on Instagram as drawn by a lefty, and that's pretty much all that I'm on right now.
Nice. Okay, go follow him, guys. Ken, where can they find you?
I'm only on TikTok at Ken Newcomb, as it says on my little like thing right there, or whatever it says that. And the other thing I'll plug, just because I'm here, in case anybody wants to know, I'm doing a box break. I have a video up of Unbroken Bonds.
Ooh.
If anybody wants to join in on that, there's a video up to give you all the details. But yeah, I've got quite a few packs left, so if anybody wants to join, that feel free.
Awesome. Poke GPA.
Yes. Okay. It's Pokey. Yeah. Sorry. Background. Don't worry about what's in the background behind.
Okay,
me,
you
should have changed it first, GPA.
Don't worry about whatever that guy is name. So it's Pokey GPA on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and I have a Discord server. Link is in my bio. And I do trading card games, video games. Pokemon Snap is coming up. Pokemon Unite, Diamond and Pearl remakes, leaks, all that stuff. And the anime as well. I post anime clips from the most current anime journeys, and it's a really good show. So I highly recommend you watch it. Yeah.
GPA is the man. He's the modern card expert. Everyone go follow him.
Boo.
Risen, talk to me. Unmute.
It is. I am Risen on every platform. I'm there for you.
Everything. OnlyFans, everything.
Everything. I got an Amazon wish list.
Farmers only.
So yeah, hit it up. But no, follow me on TikTok. That's where I'm. I got the most going on and where the most hype is. But yeah, just love you all. Definitely give me a follow. Hit me up. Anyone needs help. Anyone wants to collab? Let's do it.
Yeah, we I was thinking about that too. With it, there needs to be more collab in the Pokemon community. We have everything but collabing. I don't see a lot of collab. There's duets, but like actual collabs.
We did in the beginning. We did a lot of battling each other. TJ knows. In the beginning of the Poke TikTok community, we did a lot of battling, which was a lot of fun. We should definitely bring it back for sure.
Yeah.
Eli.
Hold on, I'm chatting this chat.
Okay, next.
It's fine.
Next question. Yeah, next question.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, giving Bulbasaur, and just to plug in, we have a giveaway for our new foundation, which is St. Jude Children's Hospital, giving away a PSA 9 Mew and some shiny fates that are coming in. So we're gonna do giveaways for that. So we're trying to raise 500. If we can hit 1,000, be great. But at the end of February, we'll be giving that away. So if anybody wants to donate, for every $10 you donate, you get a spot to enter. So
link is in his bio.
Yeah,
on
link in my
TikTok.
bio.
I am interested. Hit me up, or I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Cool. Braden.
You can find me on TikTok at Champion Braden, YouTube Champion Braden, and Instagram Braden.inc.
Beautiful. Oh, how would you describe the content you post on TikTok if you had to tell the people? What kind of stuff do you post?
I post battle stuff, anime stuff, Pokemon Go stuff, and I don't wear a shirt, so if that bothers you, it's probably not for you. But
it's probably not for you.
Don't worry, Braden. Me being on the internet doing the WAP is gonna trump you being not without a shirt. Okay, it's fine.
That makes it feel a lot better.
Poke Swerve, where can they find you, sir?
So I managed to make my name like everywhere I was in. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. I don't like Facebook, so you can't find me there. And then you can find me on TikTok. I'm mainly on TikTok, but yeah, just Poke Swerve. and that's it. You just find me on there. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to get into YouTube, so I would appreciate a little sub there. I'll sub back, of course. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Cool. Thank you. Collector.
All right. First of all, thank you so much for having me. I was like mind blown when you sent me the message. I was like, yes, absolutely. I will jump on here and say my spiel. I have a very pathetic Instagram right now, so I'm working on that. But people can find me at cole.ector on TikTok, Collector. So that's my spiel. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming, sir. TJ.
I just got that collector.
No way. I think I'm gonna like you, Braden.
His
Not gonna
headband's
lie.
on
I was
too
gonna
tight.
say,
I am
Braden's
just
into
many
the fold.
seconds
He's welcome.
old. I remember. I just got that as well.
Yeah, I know it
Oh.
stunned me midstream. I was like, oh shit. Pretty good.
TJ's Toy Room, all day, every day on the TikTok. We do Pokemon cards, Funkos, collectibles, old school, new school, just whatever I find interesting at the time. Next event for my 30th birthday, we're doing a Smash Bros tournament live on Twitch and on TikTok. So if that's something that interests
nice.
you.
I'm pretty good at
and
Smash.
the prize, this is the hot blind bag right now. The little controllers we're giving away, a little.
Dang. Are we
GameCube
meeting up and playing on
trophy.
the actual GameCube, or what
I'm
are we
interested.
It'll be Switch Online. I wish we could do
doing?
GameCube. But I got my Wavebird 3. But yeah,
Thank
TJ's Toy Room, TikTok.
Cat.
All right. Well, I am Mendo Cat with 2 T's, Mendo Cat 14 on TikTok, and then on Instagram, I've been using my boyfriend's Collectin' Connection page because that's where he posts all my art. So he does like baseball cards and stuff like that, but I don't like baseball. So that's his page, but all my art goes on there and he gets rid of Pokemon on there. But on TikTok, I am Mendo Cat with 2 T's 14.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Milo.
No, dude, thank you. You invited
Oh.
me and I was like, what? Me? I'm cool enough?
No, you're
Yeah,
great.
guys.
Manny's not even that cool, so.
Joke's on you. None of us are cool.
Eli, don't let them know.
Old people collecting Pokemon.
If this is the last time y'all see me, guys, you
The
know
leader
why.
of the nerds.
Eli disappears from all creators' lives now. He's not allowed back.
He's said it multiple times, and last night, 3:00 in the morning, we were picking on this guy. It was awesome. Woke him up probably.
I woke up to so many gifts. It's not
Oh my
funny.
god.
Milo.
Yeah, all my handles are pretty much the same, and anything, all my links are in my TikTok, and honestly, I just post mostly on TikTok anyway. But you can also catch me on Twitch, Carp GCG, and yeah, if you like vintage, I'm definitely one of the pages to follow. It's a good time. Happy collecting.
Thank you. All right, guys, I am Manny Simone Cards on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I post different content to each platform, so follow me on each. If you like my stuff, very important, tomorrow, which is Friday, 8 p.m., I'm having another Creators Live, but it's artists only. So Pokemon artists from TikTok will be on the show, so I hope to have you guys on there again, the viewers. Thank you, everyone who joined us on YouTube, the chat room. I saw your comments. Like I tried keeping up. You guys were going crazy on there. Thank you for the support. I am an artist, so if you guys ever want to commission, I paint cards, I draw, ink, whatever, anime, superheroes, portraits, whatever you want, just hit me up, message me. But yeah, follow me on TikTok mostly is where I post all my content. But Manny Simone Cards. And big thank you to all the guests today. Thank you so much for working with me. I know that was a quick turnaround, but you guys handled it like champs. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the invite, man.
Heck
Yeah.
and we're gonna be here again, YouTube. Today we did it Thursday, but every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Creators Live. So hope to see you again next week and tomorrow, 8 p.m. But thank you guys. Bye, YouTube.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
Bye.
New stuff for tomorrow. See ya.